ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to turn your attention to the third base line as we recognize and celebrate the immeasurable efforts of our host families. Every summer, generous local residents open their homes to players and coaches from across the country. Tonight, we'd like to honor those families. First up, the Kraft family, who host Christian Rodriguez, Sam DiCarlo, Michael Elko, and Brian Musachat. Next, we have the Henderson family, who host Nico Brini and Matt Conti. Next, we have the Higgins-Kuhn family, who host Adam Arthur and Aiden Robbins. Now we have the Kelsey family, who hosts Gianni Gambardella, Ryan Reich, Patrick Foltz, Pierce Friedman, and coaches Hunter Dilworth and Cam Lister. Next, we have the Lum family, who host Thomas Shirtliff and Ernie Echevarria. The McEachran family, who host Sam Harris. Next, we have the McFarland family, who hosts Bristol Carter and Tanner Duke. Next, we have the Norton family, who hosts Dee Kennedy. Next, we have the Prue family, who hosts Tyler Muscar and Peter Link. Next, the Restaggini family, who hosts Scott Duran and Josh Donegan. Next, we have the Susi family, who hosts Troy Dressler. The Tebow family, who host assistant coach Mark Tebow. Next, the Truesdale family, who hosts Olin Johnson and Ryan Garrity. and Mary Henderson, who hosts trainer Amanda Lusky. Fans, one more big round of applause for these generous families that play a huge part in the role and the success of our team on and off the field. Thank you. At this time, we'd like to meet the starting lineups. First, for the Brewster Whitecaps.
We have made it. The regular season home finale of the Cape Cod Baseball League at White House Field is tonight. We welcome you into Cape League TV alongside Gino Antamarino. I'm Luke Brenneman. We'll be with you the rest of the way. We welcome you into the Mariners pregame coverage. But, Gino, the 39th edition of Mariner Baseball in the summer of 2025, can you believe it?
That's nuts. That's crazy.
Batting fourth, the third baseman from Arizona.
Also,
Maddox,
a game that where in the East, both of these teams have clinched the postseason in Brewster and Harwich. But a game that holds a ton of magnitude when you start looking at seeding. Whoever wins tonight, although there is another game tomorrow, will automatically have a home playoff seed starting next week.
Yeah, and obviously, Coach Steve Engler, he talked about how important it is for his guys to get this victory here today because you want to play in front of the home faithful, right? This is what you play for, and to be able to play in front of the fans means the world. And the Mariners right now have a winning record at home and on the road. They're only one of two teams that can say that, the other being the Brewster Whitecaps.
Harwich got a massive win last night at home against Hyannis. Christian Rodriguez, the Mariner closer, had a 2-inning save in that game. I had a chance to check in with C-Rod pregame. Here's what he had to say. Welcome into the Mariners pregame show. I'm Luke Brenneman, joined by Christian Rodriguez. Christian, as this season has gotten to the back half, now in the final weekend of the regular season, you've proven to be the Mariners closer. Steve went to you last night again, a 2-inning save. What does that mean to you to be that guy out of the bullpen?
It means a lot to me, being able to help out my team in that way and them kind of trusting me enough to have that role. And it means a lot to me. I got to thank Stevie and thank my guys to put me in positions to go out there and give them a chance to win.
What have you been going to and relying on in high-leverage situations, a whole team behind you? I mean, I look back to that one at Orleans when you struck back-to-back batters out with the bases loaded to win.
Yeah.
What's been working to put you in a position to be that guy for Harwich?
What's not been working is me falling behind on counts and walking guys, but it happens, part of the game. Just trying to compete with my best stuff, really attacking with the fastballs, and just other teams have great hitters. We have a great team as well, and just going out there with my best stuff, competing. This is what I got. I know what you guys have, and just clash heads and see who wins.
Are you looking forward to some high leverage moments down the stretch, especially in the postseason?
I am. I'm super, super excited. I've been hearing a lot of things about August in the Cape, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how it is.
All right, final off day, final weekend here of the regular season that's at least guaranteed. You got any plans or anything so you kind of want to check off the box while you're still in the Cape?
Yeah, for sure. I think we're going to do P-Town.
Okay.
I've been hearing a lot of interesting things about P-Town. I think we're going to go with the host family and have some lunch there, maybe some beachcomber, I don't know yet, but I think P-Town for sure.
A man of the Cape this summer, the Mariners closer, Christian Rodriguez. We extend the pregame show and send it to Trident Talk.
Fans, at this time, we ask the
Regular season home finale at White House Field. We welcome you in to Cape League TV. This is Trident Talk. That's Gino Antamarino. I'm Luke Brenneman. Gino, the Mariners end a 3-game losing streak last night, a walk-off winner. The bullpen was huge in another low-scoring affair. Last night was fun.
It was, and the Mariners went to two of their arms that they know they can always count on in Thomas Sherleff and Christian Rodriguez, and they did exactly what they needed to do. Thomas Sherleff came out and did a really nice job, bridged the gap between the reliever and the closer, and that was Christian Rodriguez, who came out and struck out some of the top batters in the Cape. So a nice job from them, and that teed up the Mariners to walk it off thanks to Matt Conti with an RBI single that brought home Nico Brainy. But, after the game, you could really tell the emotion, because it wasn't just a Matt Conti walk it off and, okay, yeah, it's good, it's fun. the guys came piling out of the dugout, smiling ear to ear, jumping on Matt Conti. They want to win, and they want to do it in front of the home crowd. So this is a team that's really hungry for more.
But now you got to turn the page. Tonight is a huge game for the sake of postseason seeding. The Brewster Whitecaps are in town, and Gino, whoever comes out on top of this one tonight will have a home playoff seed. That is crucial in the East.
Yeah, absolutely, and everybody knows that. And Steve Engler talked about how important it is to get a playoff game, not just one, but 2 playoff games now with the best of 3 series rather than just single game elimination in the first round. So if you can get that home crowd on your side, it certainly is going to benefit the Mariners, who have a winning record here at home. It's funny, the Mariners and the Whitecaps, only 2 teams on the Cape that have a winning record at home and on the road. So even if the Mariners went on the road, I wouldn't count them out, but they would certainly like to play here in front of the White House faithful.
Now I got to ask you about this place, White House Field, the final game here in the regular season. Mariners are guaranteed to play at least 1 game here in the playoffs, so it's not all she wrote for this place at worst. I think we'll be playing a little bit into August, if you ask me. But what has this place meant to you, and especially just the Mariners faithful this entire summer?
Well, it's family, and I know that's cliche and cheesy to say, but you know, everybody that I've interacted with, whether it's players, coaches, other interns, I mean, Dave, our producer behind the camera, it's been all fun and giggles, but when it's time to get serious and deliver, that's been what it is. And so the Mariners, we've been very proud of our product this year, off the field obviously, but on the field, the guys are really stringing it together. So it's been a great place to come in and see other Mariner fans, and you can't beat the weather too. I mean, sometimes we got some fog rolling in, and it's just beautiful sight to see. So should be another good atmosphere here this evening, and we're really excited for it.
And another fantastic night of weather. Saturday night in the Cape Cod Baseball League will be live right here at White House Field on Cape League TV. Well, that's Trident Talk. Here we go with the regular season home finale in Harwich. The Brewster Whitecaps are managed by Jamie Shevchuk, but he was ejected in their 9-2 dominant win yesterday against YD, debating a call where the video proves he was right. Yeah, it was a bang-bang play. Will Baker up against the wall for YD. Looked like he robbed a home run, but it actually fell out of his mitt on the ground. He picked it up. It was still ruled an out. Shevchuk is tossed, and now that's his 2nd time ejected this summer. So John Schiffner, the winningest coach and manager in the Cape Cod Baseball League, steps in as the interim manager for at least this ball game with no Jamie Shevchuk. So this is who Schiffner goes to with his Whitecaps lineup. Leading off and playing center, Adam Magpok. Batting second and playing left, Dalton Wentz. The first baseman batting third, Brendan Lawson. 4, 5, and 6 sounds like this. Maddox, Mihalakis at third base, Brody Delamalier, the right fielder, and Carson Curse at short. 7, 8, 9 is Colin Priest, the DH. Colton Coates, the second baseman, and rounding out Brewster's lineup is the catcher, Jacob Gerald. Magpok digs in. The starting pitcher for Harwich, another new guy in town. It's Pierce Friedman tonight. Friedman, a senior at Maine from Swampscott, Massachusetts. His first appearance ever in the Cape. First pitch fastball for strike 1 down the middle. He gets ahead of Magpok. Magpok can do it all. 26 stolen bases, 240 for average. Has hit a homer this summer. 0-1 is way inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Gino, I got to ask you, it's that time of the year where everyone's buckling up for the postseason. Most of these teams have clinched. But with Harwich, there's a lot of turnover happening each and every day.
Yeah, you're right, and that can honestly be a good thing in disguise. You know, you might think, it's not good to have that much turnover going in the postseason.
1-1 nails the top of the strike zone.
But if you can get some new guys, some fresh blood, you can say, into this lineup, and they're ready to go, and they provide that spark, that energy, that can really be contagious throughout the rest of this lineup. So it's not a bad thing.
1-2 is too tall. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Magpok.
And it's not like the Mariners really have a choice when it comes to guys leaving, guys dealing with aches and pains, injuries. So, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world.
2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with the changeup. 1 up, 1 down on the strikeout. Pierce Friedman is off and running in the Cape Cod Baseball League.
I like that. Nice job by Friedman there,
The left
striking out
fielder from
Magpok,
Wake
because
Forest,
while he
number
is a dangerous
15,
batter,
Dalton
he's
Wentz.
more dangerous on the base paths. He's got 26 stolen bags. He's one shy of breaking the Whitecaps' single-season record.
That's something that we have to keep an eye on tonight. But for the time being, the leadoff man is down on strikes. 1 out, nobody on, Dalton Wentz. What a summer Wentz has had. The Wake Forest left fielder, 291 for average, 23 runs batted in, and 3 home runs. The combination of Wentz hitting second and then the man on deck, Brendan Lawson, they combined for 7 home runs and 36 runs batted in. Their averages out to a 320.
I like that. Averaging out.
It's probably
That's
a
insane.
better way to say that. 1 ball and 1 strike to Wentz.
No, but it just goes to show how dominant they've been.
Friedman comes home. Change up right on the outside corner. He's got that working early on. Gets ahead of Wentz. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Talk about the Cape Cod Baseball League, Gino. We knew what it was when we made our way here to the Northeast this summer. It's where the best of the best play. The 1-2 is too high, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And for a guy like Pierce Friedman, you dive into his career as a pitcher. Well, he's pitched 3 summers now, counting this summer, in the NECBL for the North Shore Navigators. How about 39 innings on 47 appearances? That's the all-time record for the Navigators.
Pretty crazy stuff. But it just goes to show, I mean, when these guys get the opportunity to come play in the Cape, they're going to take it, regardless of how much they've played before or what else they've been doing this summer. It's a privilege and an honor to come here and play for at least a few games or however long it may be.
See if Friedman can make the most of it. The 2-2 just a little bit inside. That was the cut fastball. So his mix is the 4-seam fastball, the cut fastball that you just saw running in on the left-hander Wentz, and then a changeup, but also a slider that can come in on those left-handed hitters as well. Full count, 1 out, nobody on. The payoff pitch, got him on the outside corner. 2 up, 2 down, strikeout, strikeout. Here comes Pierce Friedman. Welcome to the Cape.
I want to go off of what you were talking about with Freeman and talking about the love of just coming here to the Cape and playing regardless of where you played previously. Ryan Garrity, the right fielder in today's game for the Mariners, someone that played at Ocean State in the NECBL, played 39 games for them this summer. He's a Franklin guy, but the fact that he played an entire summer season of baseball, he was driving back and forth from Franklin to Ocean State, which is an hour drive every game. And as soon as he gets the call to come play here in Harwich, he can't pass it up.
Swing and a miss to Lawson, 1-1. So many little stories and intricacies of this league that on paper, if you read about it, it'll tell you about the charm, where the best of the best compete, the weather, these incredible stadiums and fields. 1-1. Ground ball right side, foul. But it's the host families. We saw at pregame, host family appreciation night here in Harwich. There's so many unique stories of where these kids are coming from. We've seen higher division players now pitching in the Cape as of August 2nd. So many guys getting an opportunity to show what they're all about. 2-strike pitch. Down and outside, 2-2. The Mariner defense tonight in left field, Jake Coonan. In center field, Nico Brini. The right fielder, Ryan Garrity. At third base, Patrick Foltz. He's been playing every day. At shortstop, Tanner Marsh. The second baseman making his Mariner debut, Michael Elko. And at first, Sam Harris. Ernie Echeverria calling balls and strikes to the pitcher, Pierce Friedman. That one's too high. The count runs full to Brendan Lawson. 2 outs, nobody on. Maddox, Mikalakis on deck. Trying to put the Whitecaps down in order. Friedman, the pause and the payoff pitch. Fly ball towards left center field. Coonan back. And that's out number 3. Pierce Friedman comes to the Cape and puts the Whitecaps down in order to start the top of the first. We head to the home half on Cape League TV.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player. You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it. Players can use this with any bat. It's basically going to shift the weight of the bat a little bit more towards the hands. Players are able to hit the ball a lot harder just by simply adding the puck on.
Bottom of the first in Harwich, a gorgeous Saturday afternoon, now turning in to Saturday night at White House Field, the regular season home finale. Mariner starter Pierce Friedman making his first start on the Cape puts the Whitecaps down in order. Now it's time for the Harwich lineup. Longtime Harwich skipper Steve Englert calls to this lineup on Saturday night. Tanner Marsh leading off and playing short. Nico Brini batting second in center field. Patrick Foltz moving all the way up to third in the order. Guess what? He's playing third base. 4, 5, and 6 sounds like this. Matt Conti, the walk-off hero last night, DHing tonight. Jake Coonan in left, batting sixth. Ryan Garrity in right field. 7, 8, and 9. Ernie Echeverria behind the plate. Sam Harris at first base. And Michael Elko, the second baseman, his first Mariner start. Talk about the new faces around the Cape. But somebody who's been here all year and has been performing is this guy right here, Tanner Marsh. You saw the average, 292. He simply gets on. First pitch upstairs, 1-0.
Not to cut you off, Luke, but I remember when Tanner Marsh first got here into Harwich, I mean, he got on in each of his first 11 games.
1-0. Ground ball right side, right at the first baseman Lawson. He's there, out number 1.
I mean, he doesn't blow you away with power, just 3 extra base hits this summer, but, I mean, you talked about he just gets on, and that's exactly right. The numbers back it up. That's why he's batting first in Steve Englert's order every single day.
Got to think that will stay consistent into the postseason. Let's take a peek at the starter for the Whitecaps tonight. Matthew Jenkins, University of Florida right-hander, 6'6", 195. He's a rising senior as a Florida Gator. Pitched 9 times in 2025, 4 starts, just 14 innings, and a 9.64 ERA. First pitch to Brini, up and away, 1-0. But you take a look at what he's done on Cape Cod, and he's struggled. 5 appearances, 4 innings, 11 earned runs. He's been snake bit by 3 home runs as well. 1-0. That's away, 2 balls and no strikes. Struck out 3, walked 4. But definitely a guy that if you look at the numbers,
he's got potential.
The Mariners can get to tonight.
Right, and there's that aspect of it as well, and that's what you already know is being said in the Mariner dugout right now. Let's not waste any time.
2-0. Catches the inside corner with the fastball, 2-1.
The biggest thing we talked about with the Mariners during their 3-game losing skid that snapped yesterday with the win over Hyannis was this team's got to come out on its toes rather than on its heels.
2-1. Jam shot towards third. Coming in is Mikalakis. He throws across the diamond. That doesn't beat Brini. Maddox Mikalakis made a nice play, but he must have not read the scouting report on the speed of Nico Brini. You got to throw it a whole lot harder than that to beat the great Hugh Brini. A leadoff or a one-out hit for Nico.
Right state, number 10, Patrick.
You just got to love the grit. We talked to some of the coaches for the Mariners, and they said Nico Brini, he's not the flashiest, but he's someone that is so vital in this team's chemistry and showing it right there, wearing his heart on his sleeve, grinding it out to first, and he reaches.
He takes off first pitch, high fastball, throw to second, beat him by a mile. Jacob Jarrell wastes no time when Brini decides to run on the opening pitch of the Foltz at bat, and there are quickly 2 outs in the bottom of the first.
Oh my goodness, Jarrell.
That's a hose right there.
Yeah, on time, on target, and a laser.
Was that on time? I would call that early.
Well, if it was any later.
First pitch to Fultz, down and in, 1-0. You look at the lineup for Harwich. Patrick Fultz hitting third tonight, so no Aiden Robbins. Left the game with a splint on his finger yesterday. I mean, you saw it on Cape League TV. That finger was bent the wrong way. This one's jammed back, foul. Now 2-1.
But you talk about some of the leaders on this team leading by example. Nico Brini grinding it out to first. Aiden Robbins yesterday when he stubbed his finger and it was bent in all sorts of directions. Stayed out there. Didn't come to he obviously came to get it put back into place by Amanda Lusky, the trainer. But he goes back out there. He's smiling. He's dancing on the base paths. He's trying to get his team fired up. And honestly, that could be what could have been the spark yesterday and what led to an extras victory over the Harbor Hawks.
Talked to him in the dugout. He said he's doing all right. 3-1. Hard hit liner foul. The count goes full to Fultz.
Fultz is waiting. You can tell he's got that pop. Sometimes he makes contact. You can tell he's got some oomph on his swing. He's waiting to just drive this ball in play.
2 outs, nobody on. The payoff pitch. Swing and a jam shot, foul the other direction. Fultz not keeping up with that fastball just yet, but sticking around in this at-bat. Conti on deck if we get there. The Mariners come in off a win last night. They beat Hyannis in extra innings. A walk-off Matt Conti base hit. An electric finish. Another payoff. This one's going to be in fair territory. Fly ball down the left field line. It takes Wentz back. One hops in front of the wall for extra bases. Patrick Fultz struts into second for his second double of the summer. He continues to show up for Harwich in just his first couple of games. The Mariners have a man in scoring position with just 2 outs.
The designated hitter from Wake
We talked
Forest,
about it
number 8,
right on
Matt
cue. He was
Conti.
waiting for that oomph in his swing and get it in play, and that was perfect right at the wall, and that ball had some carry on it. Well done, Pat Fultz.
Here's Conti. He talked about the walk-off winner last night. He is extremely confident in the batter's box right now for good reason. First pitch. Fastball away, 1-0. I talked to Matt this morning, and I said, Matt, do you still recognize me?
I know. I was waiting for you to say something. I thought that was pretty funny.
And he said, come on, man. Matt's been good to us all year. Good guy to be around. Definitely a locker room guy, but he brings it when it's time to play. Runner in scoring position, 2 outs, the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Pitch was in the dirt, 1-1. How about Fultz, though? I was going to ask you before his at-bat. Batting third tonight. That's a large ask for Steve Engler. I mean, he could have gone to Conti. Kunin's been swinging a hot bat. I mean, heck, a lot of these guys have been here all summer. And he's sticking with the man who's now in scoring position after his 2-out double.
I like it, though. This is someone that has proven he's got confidence. We've seen it in BP. He's just got that natural swing. And you only have 2 games left in the regular season. You might as well throw him into the fire and see if he can survive.
1-1, ground ball left side. That's through for a base hit. The windmill is on. Here comes Fultz. The throw to the plate, not near in time. An RBI base hit for Conti. And we pick up in the bottom of the first where we left off in the bottom of the 10th last night. A Conti RBI single.
I mean, Conti is just so
The
consistent.
left fielder from
That's why he's
Princeton,
batting cleanup.
number 5, Jake
And it's incredible
Kunin.
because his ability to be available is unlike a lot of other players in this league. It's quite impressive. And
Especially
not just
catchers.
being available. Right. Not just being available, but consistently being good. It's impressive.
Harwich strikes first. It's 1-0. First pitch to Kunin. Way outside with the heater, 1-0. Jake batting fifth tonight, hitting 198 on the summer. 3 home runs, 13 runs batted in. We said last night on the broadcast, Gino, that this guy is going to be an X factor for Harwich in the postseason. If he can get going. 1-0. High fly towards right center field. That takes Magpok back. DeLamalier calls him off and makes the play from right. That's the final out of the first inning, but not before a pair of 2-out hits. Fultz a double, Conti the RBI single, and the Mariners lead 1-0 after 1. We head to 2 on Cape League TV.
offering 0% for 60 months on Cat's new lineup of compact track loaders. That's 0% for machines that have been redesigned from the ground up. 0% for new features and big comfort.
Nice cab, heated seat, great machine.
0% for more power and performance.
Picked up a big 4,000-pound block like it was nothing.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's zero time left. There's a 0 chance that you'll want to miss our 0% for 72 months offer. For a limited time, Cat is offering 0% on the purchase of many new small excavators. That's 0% for better performance. 0% for next generation features.
Great machine. It's quite impressive.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's zero time left. One source has it all. The pros' go-to rental choice for the newest and most reliable equipment for any job. One source that has a team you can rely on.
Welcome back to Harwich. The Mariners strike first in the home half of inning number 1, and now we've made it to the top of the second. Alongside Gino Antamarino, I'm Luke Brenneman. Gino, the Mariners walk off Hyannis last night right here in the 10th inning on a Matt Conti RBI single, and he gets the party started in the bottom of the first with, guess what, an RBI single.
Yeah, and you got to give credit to obviously him as a returner, not a returner rather, but someone that's been here all summer long, and he just continues to get better with every game he plays. But I want to talk about some of the new guys. Pat Foltz getting on, right, and he's the one that scored the run. You got a new pitcher in Pierce Freeman out there. This is where you can get that spark when new guys step up. It can be contagious.
First pitch fouled off and away from Mikalakis, 0-1. You mentioned Pierce Freeman, just his first start of the summer in Cape Cod. He got in yesterday, and he put the Whitecaps down in order. This is arguably the best top 3 batters are first in the lineup for Brewster in the entire Cape. The 0-1 is up and away, 1 ball and 1 strike. So now trying to settle into this game, because nobody knows more than the Mariners pitching coach Hunter Dilworth and Steve Englert, the skipper. Mariners need arms, and that's what's led them to the success this summer. 1-1 is a little bit too tall, 2 balls and 1 strike.
Anytime you talk to a player, a position player, where do you get the success from, or what can you give credit to? And they always, first thing they give attention to is the pitching.
Here's the 2-1. Jam shot, straight back and out of play. The count's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. On deck, Delamalier. Mikalakis on the summer, the University of Arizona third baseman, batting .250 for average, has put 1 over the wall, knocked in 4. He's been the cleanup hitter for the last 2.5 weeks for Brewster and done a nice job. Whitecaps 5 games over 500, locked into a playoff spot next week. 2-2. Swinging a high fly ball, dead center field. Brini goes back, navigating the sun, and makes the catch. First out of inning number 2. What have you seen Friedman, go to or start relying on when we talk about the nerves in your first start in the Cape? I mean, he struck out the first 2 batters, had good stuff, but he stayed in control.
Absolutely. That's the biggest thing I've noticed. His changeup is what's fooling a lot of the Brewster bats so far, but talk about back-to-back strikeouts to begin the game, now back-to-back flyouts. He's not picking around the zone.
Here's Delamalier. First pitch lands down the middle, 0-1. It's just fastball slider change for Friedman. Doesn't get too tricky, a 3-pitch mix. The fastball right around 92. The slider and changeup 80, 81 for velocity. 0-1. Spiked right into the ground. Charging from short is Marsh. He gloves it, sidearm throw in time. Friedman retired the first 5 of this one, 2 outs in the second.
What makes Tanner Marsh so good is his transition from glove to bare hand to make the throw. I mean, it's so quick. As we take another look, we'll see if we can get the angle, but he's so quick at getting that ball out of his glove and into a throwing position to make a play.
Kirsch shows bunt. Bunts it foul before it hit him. The count's 0-1. 2 outs, nobody on. The Mariners up 1-0 in the bottom of the second at home. Another look at that Marsh ground out.
Watch how quick. It's in and out of his glove. Right there. I mean, that's just beautiful stuff. That's why he's over there at short.
Covered a lot of ground coming in as well.
Right.
0-1. Just a touch outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Kerr's having a decent summer. 231 for average. 10 runs batted in. Has run a little bit. 3 stolen bases. The Georgia Tech shortstop. A righty-righty matchup with Friedman. The first time through the lineup in the top of the second. Friedman working from the stretch. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. That's the slider. Talked about him executing the changeup in the first inning for 2 strikeouts. Well, the slider looks pretty nasty, too.
Yeah, it's a nice 3-pitch mix. You know, some of these pitchers, they've got 4 or 5 different pitches, but if you don't...
1-2 is a dribbler foul.
But if you don't have that command, if you don't have that fooling stuff, then it doesn't really matter.
The Mariners' bullpen had that stuff last night, but especially the combination of Thomas Shurtleff and Christian Rodriguez. Those are A1 and A2.
I mean, that's like calling out. I mean, Steve Englert called out the Avengers last night out of the bullpen.
2-strike pitch. Too high with the fastball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Colin Priest on deck if we get there. A matchup between the Whitecaps and the Mariners. Whoever wins tonight in the 39th game of a 40-game Cape League regular season will have a home playoff seat. 2-2. Swinging a grounder towards second. Coming in is Elko. Flip to first. 3 up, 3 down. Pierce Friedman is cruising right now in his first start in Cape Cod. The Mariners lead 1-0. Look to add on in the bottom of the second on Cape League TV.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
At Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement. Our focus is getting you back to doing the things you love, in the place you love.
The Center of Excellence and the quality of care that we can deliver makes all the difference to the patients. They understand that they can get the best care right here on Cape Cod.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we know there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. Now that's how we all win. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning. Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Back here in Harwich, the Mariners lead 1-0. Time for the home half of inning number 2 on Cape League TV. Alongside Gino Antamarino, I'm Luke Brenneman.
Leading off for the Mariners,
it's 6, 7, and 8 for Harwich. Ryan Garrity, Ernie Echeverria, and Sam Harris. Gino, they got 3 hits in the first inning, scored a run off of the starter Matthew Jenkins. What did you see from Harwich, where we've talked a lot about slow starts biting them offensively? They came to play tonight. Garrity fouls one off.
I want to go and say it's beyond just the offense. It's the starting pitching. I mean, that's really been the Mariners' bread and butter. If they can have a good start on the mound, which Pierce Friedman has, I mean, not a single Whitecap has reached so far today.
The 0-1 is spiked in the dirt. That evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
And when you have a starting pitcher that's working with so much confidence, it oozes into the bats as well.
1-1. Right on the outer edge. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Garrity didn't love it. Ryan Garrity, the northeastern right fielder, just his second start for Harwich of the summer. He got his first hit last night. 1 for 4 as a hitter. The 2-strike pitch. A little bit downstairs, 2-2.
They're also attacking Matthew Jenkins, who's been beat up a little bit so far this summer, and that's the scouting report. They got to go out there and attack.
2-2. Ground ball foul towards the Brewster dugout. Garrity staying alive. You talked about it. Jenkins has been rocked this summer. 4 innings, 11 earned runs. Well, now it's 5 innings, 12 earned. But that whip, 3.75 coming into this one, giving up around 4 hits or walks per inning. 2-2. Garrity stayed away, a pitch in the dirt. The count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the leadoff man in the Harwich second at White House Field. It's the home regular season finale at this gorgeous ballpark. The payoff pitch. Garrity checked his swing, appealed to third. He didn't go around. A nice at-bat and a leadoff walk to start the bottom of the second.
So if I'm Echeverria, just your second game as a Mariner, you got Sam Harris on deck. You got Michael Elko making his first start. If I'm Steve Engler, I'm telling these guys, go up there and make Jenkins throw you a strike. If not, just go up there and just wait. Because Jenkins right now doesn't have that much control.
Throw over to first, a tight play. Garrity back with the dive. You talked about the patience that you're looking for Echeverria. This is just his second start as a Mariner. He's 0 for 3 this summer, but has walked 2 times. Has proven he does have a nice eye. Jenkins throws over to first again. That one closer than the first. Garrity back again with the right hand first. Garrity does have speed. We've only seen him now in 2 games in the Cape. I mean, look at that lead. He is not messing around, or at least staying cautious over there after back-to-back throwovers, a third. That one not very close. So Echeverria, the pen catcher, who was called in early this week, looks to be a spark for this team, especially defensively, but now trying to get the bat going. First pitch. Fastball a little bit high, 1-0.
Right on cue. Got to get that pitch in the zone, and if not, Mariner bats should not be swinging.
Jenkins walked that man, Garrity, to open this inning. Throw over to first. I will say, Jenkins has a nice pickoff move. That throw is right on the money and the glove of Brendan Lawson on the first base bag.
It's making Garrity work.
Righty-righty matchup with Ernie Echeverria. 1-0. Runner goes. Pitch up and away. Throw to second. Ooh. Was in time, but it trickles out of Colton Coates' mitt. And Garrity takes a base. Jacob Jarrell's proven that he's got a really solid arm behind the plate. He caught Nico Brini, one of the fastest Mariners, stealing in the first inning. And Garrity showing off his speed, but that throw was more than in time. That's on the second baseman, Colton Coates.
Brini second on the team in stolen bags.
Runner at second, nobody out. The 2-0. Right down the middle with the slider. 2-1. We've been talking about the bottom of this order being a crucial part for Harwich heading into the playoffs in the final weekend of the regular season. Who's going to step up and prove that they're ready to play in the postseason? The 2-1, a wave and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Mariner catcher. Harris on deck, Elko behind him. Garrity in scoring position. The Mariners already with a 1-run lead in the bottom of the second. 2-strike pitch. Outside. Jarrell somehow hung on to that one. The count goes full.
Jarrell has been incredible behind the dish. Can't ask for much better performance from him so far.
Last time we saw these guys at Brewster early last week, he had a marvelous game behind the plate as well. A true backstop out of Clemson. Payoff pitch. Just a little bit low. Another Ernie Echeverria walk, his third in 6 at-bats this summer. He's got a good eye.
The first baseman from Virginia.
There's no action in the Brewster bullpen right now. And if you're the Mariners, you got to take advantage of all these free bags as well.
Here's Harris, the left-handed hitter. First and second, nobody out. A pair of walks to start the Harwich second against the starter Matthew Jenkins. Jenkins from the stretch, first pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. We've been talking to Harris recently. trying to shorten up his swing a little bit. He's fallen as a strikeout victim a little bit more than he would like as of late. The 0-1. That's too high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Harwich back in their home cream uniforms with the navy lettering, navy socks, the red trim. A classic look in the Cape. Brewster with the white pinstripe pants, the 1-1. Jam shot, left side, and that's out of play, 1-2. Brewster unis the more, I guess you could say, in vogue look. No buttons, V-neck, navy jerseys with that turquoise blend with the Whitecap Wave logo.
I'm more of a fan of their home white with the pinstripes.
So smooth. That's my favorite jersey in the Cape, Gino.
Okay. All right. I can respect that.
First and second, nobody out. 2-strike pitch. That's down low. Garrity off to the races for third. The throw, no throw. Heads up base running from the new Mariner right fielder. And that puts 2 Harwich men, or at least Mariners, on the corners. And a 2-2 count to Sam Harris. Echeverria stayed at first. That one just spit away from Jacob Jarrell. Rare to see that. He's been so rock solid behind the plate. Now an RBI opportunity for Harris. The infield stays back. Mariners up by 1 in the bottom of the second. 2-2. Ground ball right side. That's a base hit. An RBI for Harris. Echeverria turns from second. He doesn't try 3. The throw comes in, and Harris on the board with an RBI base hit. The Mariners 2, Brewster nothing.
The second baseman
Sam Harris
from Richmond,
has slowly
number
but
23,
surely
Michael
tacked
Alka.
on a few RBIs in his most recent contests. He had an RBI single against YD just a few days ago. Had another RBI single against YD the meeting before that. But I love the patience out of him. You know, that first pitch he swung on the at-bat, didn't love it, but then he settled in nicely.
First pitch to Elko, inside with the cutter, 1-0. Elko, his Mariner debut tonight. The Richmond infielder looks to bring a spark to this team. First and second, still nobody out, 1 already in the bottom of the second. 1-0. Fly ball towards left. Moving towards the line is Wentz. He's underneath, 1 out. Elko flies out, the lineup turns over for the top of the Harwich order. Tanner Marsh will dig in from the right side. But, Gino, over the 3-game losing skid that was snapped last night with a win against Hyannis, we were on this team a lot, calling for them slow starts, not ready to play defensively. The starting pitching wasn't great. But tonight, against a rock-solid Brewster team, right there neck and neck, tied with Harwich in the standings, the Mariners have come to play.
Yeah, and you got to give them a lot of credit. And it seems like when they win a game, they win in strings of games. They can pull out a streak. They were just on a 6-game winning streak not too long ago. So that's definitely what you want going into the postseason, right? You just hope that you're on the rise heading into the postseason rather than on the decline.
Brian Del Rosso, the Brewster pitching coach, goes out there to talk to Matthew Jenkins. Some people shrug their shoulders when they see the final 2 games of the regular season, a matchup like this where both ball clubs are already in the playoffs. But I talked to Steve Englert before the game, the Mariners manager, and he said, we need to win tonight because we want more home games in the postseason. And tonight, at worst, whoever wins this game will be the number 2 seed in the East. He also said, that means mo money. And I said, what does that mean, Coach? He says, it means the Mariners make more money. Good point. First pitch to Marsh. Spiked right off the plate, foul. 0-1.
You're telling me Coach said mo money and you said I don't understand what that means?
Well, I was trying to be professional. I mean, typically when I talk to kids our age and they say mo money,
I'd like to generate more revenue for the team. Is that something that you would,
I think that's something
pick up
that,
on it?
You and those Syracuse buddies over there in upstate New York
Oh,
would
come
say.
on.
First and second, 1 out. Jenkins steps off, throws over to first. Just trying to reset the pitch clock. It was at 3 seconds as he made that move. So Echeverria over there at second. Sam Harris on the first base bag after his RBI single. 1 in, 1 out. 2 on for the top of the order. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Marsh almost fell over trying to get a hack at that cut fastball. 0-2.
I always love watching Tanner Marsh in that bat because anytime he swings and comes up empty-handed, he's talking to himself. You can see it when he turns around and he faces straight back where we're standing.
2-strike pitch. A little bit high. 1-2. So the cut fastball that Marsh cut on and missed was at 89 on the radar gun. That's the four-seamer that was just outside. That came in at 91. Marsh looking to protect. Here's the 1-2. Got him looking on the outside corner. Marsh can't believe it. The first strikeout of the night for Matthew Jenkins puts the second man down in inning number 2.
The center fielder from Wofford, number 4, Nico.
There is action
Bruni.
in the Whitecaps bullpen.
That's a big strikeout. Marsh is not an easy out. He doesn't strike out very often. And with Harwich, 1 in the first, 1 already in with a runner in scoring position here in the second. It's up to Nico Brini with 2 outs to extend this frame. The infield shifts a little bit up the middle. First offering. In the dirt, Gerald keeps it in front, 1-0. What a fantastic night for baseball. The sun is out. It feels like a day game right now. First pitch was at 5:32, so an early start on Saturday night. But it's 6:15, 75 degrees, not a cloud in the sky. I would say this works.
The thing I love about the Mariners is they're one of only a couple of teams, if that have their game times switch for home games during the week and during the weekends.
The weekends are typically an hour before the weekday games. So this one at 5:30. We've played many at 6:30, a couple at 7. Back-to-back pitches outside of the zone puts Nico ahead 2-0. Tomorrow night we head to Chatham. That's a late one. 7 o'clock first pitch at Veterans Field. What a place to end the regular season.
Yeah. But I have to ask you, what do you prefer? Games at 7 o'clock or games at 4:30?
2-0, jammed foul down the left field line.
Because we had a couple of games this past week, back-to-back actually, at YD and Katuitt, that started at 4:30. For me, I would prefer the later games.
I love the later games.
I think 6:30 is perfect.
7 o'clock,
5:30 is a good time as well. 7 o'clock, that's like prime time.
2-1 nails Nico up in the right shoulder. He looks to be okay. Pitches the bat. And the Mariners have the bases loaded on the hit batsman with 2 outs in the second.
Couple of games recently that Brini has gotten hit by a pitch.
The third
And
baseman
you know that
from
he's going
Wright
to take
State,
that.
Number 10,
He's a gamer.
Patrick Foltz.
Nico at first, Sam Harris at second, Ernie Echeverria at third. Patrick Foltz batting third for the first time this summer. He doubled and came around to score in the first. Has the bases juiced with 2 outs. Mariners up by 2. First pitch. That skips away in the dirt. Here comes Ernie Echeverria. Gerald still can't find it. The Mariners are up 3-0. Everybody advances.
Just unfortunate. Talked about how good Gerald's been behind the dish. But that one just getting away, but obviously a wild pitch from Jenkins there that just couldn't really knock down and keep in front of him.
John Schiffner, the interim manager for just this game, with Jamie Shevchek facing a 1-game suspension here tonight, made a risky move to call on Matthew Jenkins with his recent struggles in the Cape. 1-0 is a foul ball down the left field line, 1-1.
I like Foltz in this position here. Got 2 runners in scoring position, and I think he is really, you're going to start to see him kind of really find his groove, and he's going to be a big-time power hitter for the Mariners moving forward. I just have a feeling.
1-1. Up and away. 2 balls and 1 strike to the Harwich third baseman. And this is how you stay atop the order. Positions like this.
And for people wondering, no, I'm not a scout. No, I'm not a fortune teller. But seeing him taking reps in BP, his previous games, you can tell he's got some power.
2-1. A hanger right down the middle. Foltz watched it the entire way. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Deuce is wild here in Harwich. 2 on with 2 outs. The Mariners up 3-0 in the home half of inning number 2. Jenkins trying to strand a pair. He's already given up 2 in this frame. The 2-2. Inside, that gets away, and here comes Harris. The Mariners have scored back-to-back runs on wild pitches. It's 4-0 Harwich.
However they come, you'll take it.
Got to feel a little bit for Jenkins, just a strugglesome summer so far. Still an RBI opportunity with Brini advancing to third. Look out for him on a pitch that gets away. Full count to Foltz, a righty on left matchup. The payoff. A little bit late on the fastball, out of play. How about this start? This is a big game. Sure, home finale, all that matters, but for the sake of seeding, the Whitecaps coming off a dominant win last night. Another payoff. Jam down the left field line. Foul.
Yeah, Brewster taken down YD yesterday, and a little bit of how the Mariners are playing right now. Brewster came up with a lead early and just kept tallying.
3-2s downstairs in the dirt, ball 4. That's the 3rd walk of this inning. Runners on the corners with 2 outs for Matt Conti.
If I'm John Schiffner, I'm making change. Well, look at that.
Here comes Schiff. A call to the bullpen. Runners at the corners. The Mariners have pounced on the Whitecaps. The starter, Matthew Jenkins, is out of this game. It's 4-0 Harwich. We'll be back with 2 outs and 2 on Cape League TV.
When you need to dig, lift, move, cut, or just about anything else, then dial up the Rental Source staffed with equipment and construction experts. They'll help you get the right machine for the job and make sure it's delivered when and where you need it. With locations across New England and the newest and most reliable inventory, Milton Rents is your local source.
You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it. Players can use this with any bat. It's basically going to shift the weight of the bat a little bit more towards the hands. Players are able to hit the ball a lot harder just by simply adding the puck on.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
The Mariners jump on Brewster in the opening innings of this one. We welcome you into White House Field. Harwich 4, Brewster nothing. Still the bottom of the second, runners on the corners. And the first pitching change of this contest is John Schiffner calling to the bullpen and bringing in Mitch Dye. Matthew Jenkins, the starter for the Whitecaps, an inning and 2/3, 4 hits, 4 in, is responsible for both Mariners on. Walked 3, struck out 1, also hit a batter. Just another tough outing, but the Mariners make the most of the opportunity against a struggling Jenkins, and now we're on to Mitch Dye.
The DH from Wake Forest, number 8, Matt Conti.
The Mariner due up is a guy that I don't think major leaguers want to see right now. Conti back-to-back RBI hits dating back to last night. He had one in the first. His second at-bat, swing and a high fly ball towards left center field. It takes Magpok way back, and he's there for the 3rd out. Conti barrels one up to the deepest part of the yard, and that ends the second inning, but not before 3 more from Harwich. They lead 4-0. Just a heads up, that the Harwich Fund is a permanent local endowment funded by supportive residents and businesses. Since 2021, we've delivered over $85,000 in grants, helping exclusively Harwich programs benefiting town families, children, and seniors. This year, our Mariner Games business sponsors are Shaw Star Markets, Harry Ellis Builders, and My Generation Energy. They will pledge $500 to the Harwich Fund for every Mariner homer at White House Field. Mariners hope for more. We head to the third inning on Cape League TV.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
If you need to dig, lift, move, grade, clear, or cut, pump, weld, clean, light, and just about anything else, dial up the rental source for the newest and the most reliable equipment in New England. Staffed with
The Mariners are off and running here at White House Field. We welcome you back on Cape League TV. With Luke Brenneman, I'm Gino Antamarino. The Mariners defense trying to preserve this lead. And Pierce Freeman, it's appearing that he's not going to have that difficult time doing so. So far, has faced just 6 batters. He's up to 2 strikeouts. No Whitecap has reached. Working through the bottom part of the order for the Whitecaps, it's Colin Priest, the DH from the left side. First pitch. Changeup nails the outside edge for strike 1.
That's why he's gotten ahead, Gino. He's been on the downhill, and he's been confident. You see guys come into the Cape, and they're a little scared. They're picking around. Not Friedman so far.
Here's the 0-1. Foul tip. No balls, 2 strikes.
I love the way he's combining. That was the slider. You said it was the changeup on the first one, which it was. The changeup was at 83 on the corner. The slider running it at 82. He can really mix and match and disguise those pitches.
The 0-2. Misses outside. So Freeman, a rising senior out of Maine, making his first appearance on the Cape. We talked about it earlier, but for a lot of these guys, getting the call to come play here in Cape Cod means the world. As the 1-2, and he got him. An off-speed fools Priest. He was well ahead of it, and there's 1 away in the top of the 3rd. Third strikeout of the day for Friedman.
The NECBL is a great league, but I don't know what the heck Friedman's been doing over there the last 3 summers. This guy looks like a Cape ace right now.
Here's Colton Coates. Pat Foltz from third. He's playing on the infield grass. First pitch, called strike 1. So, yeah, before coming to the Cape, Freeman was with the North Shore in the NECBL. 1.23 ERA. 0-1 sales high. 16 appearances, no starts in the NECBL before coming here. Went for a total of 22 innings. Just 3 earned runs given up. 1-1. That one's in there for strike 2. But as I talked about, a rising senior, he's someone that brings that presence with him. And when you talk about bringing new guys, that can be a little bit problematic with the playoffs coming. Having that experience certainly helps, as the 1-2 is flared foul down the left field line.
And obviously it helps when they perform. I look to the 2 new guys that I'm going to put as the top dogs right now. Patrick Foltz has come prepared. He now has 2 doubles. He scored a run tonight. He's played excellent at third base. And now this start from Friedman. He's showing what he's about. We'll see if he can keep it rolling.
Trying to put away Coates. The 2-strike pitch. Just getting a piece of it.
You're obviously in control if you retire the first 7 batters with 3 strikeouts, but even the contact, the groundouts, the flyouts, the foul balls, nothing has been loud. And this is a Brewster lineup that is loud. They hit for power. They scored 9 runs against YD last night.
1-2. Bopped him up, foul again. third base side, rather. Freeman, a Massachusetts guy, spent his first couple of years at Stonehill. But at this part of the summer, with only a few games left, that's who they're going to is guys that are local. 1-2 misses low. Obviously, you got to have the talent, but having guys that Steve Englert or whoever the manager may be giving out a call and saying, hey, we need you by tomorrow, that's important. 2-2, again outside.
And for these pitchers who are coming into town, yes, it's a shortened summer. You're going into the postseason. You don't really know how long the Mariners are going to stick around, so you're taking a risk that way. But pitchers pitch every 5 or 6 days.
Pay off. Straight back.
So some of these guys are flying here, driving hundreds of miles to pitch maybe one time. That's the draw of the Cape Cod Baseball League.
Freeman now up to 10 pitches with this one coming up to Coates. Here it comes. A slow, high chopper, third base line. Fultz making that look easy.
So we had Smooth Shinny. I miss Shintaro Inoue, by the way.
Silky Shinny.
Or Silky Shinny. Excuse me.
You have T Smooth.
T Smooth at
yes.
short. I know the nickname. That was my T Smooth at short. What do we have for Pat Fultz at third?
Ooh. That's a good question. Let's see. Let's think. Filthy Fultz?
Finesse Fultz?
Ooh. I like that.
Like finesse full. Take that. That's a term some people will say. Full of finesse.
Right.
Finesse Fultz.
I passed English class. Barely. I like that, though.
This is a new house guy, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
The 1-0 to Jarrell. Swing and a miss. Strike one. There's 2 away in the top of the third. Mariners up 4-0 over the Whitecaps. A nice start offensively, but also defensively. Pierce Friedman continues to look stellar. The 1-1. That one's in there for strike 2. 1 pitch away from Freeman earning his 4th strikeout of the day and ending the top of the third. Here it comes. Got him. Strike 3. Pierce Friedman piercing through this Whitecaps order. Look at it. It doesn't even look. There's the smile. I was going to say he's a little too serious out there, but there you go. Showing a little bit of emotion. It's business as usual for Friedman and the Mariners. They try to tack on more to this 4-0 lead. We head to the home half of the third right here on Cape League TV.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Get ready for big results with our small machines. With more power, performance, comfort, and savings. They're ready for every job. And we're ready with plenty of inventory, the best support in the business, same-day parts availability, and locations across the Northeast. So you can always be ready to work. Milton Cat, always ready.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it.
The Mariners cruising right now. So we welcome you back on Cape League TV. Time now for the home half of the third. Harwich up 4-0 over Brewster.
Leading off the
penultimate game
for the Mariners,
of the regular season. Game 39 of a 40-game schedule. With Luke Brenneman, I'm Gino Antamarino. 5, 6, 7 due up in the Mariners order. Leading things off is the left fielder Jake Coonan. He flied out last time at the plate. His first pitch. Fastball at 89 hits the upper edge for strike one. Mitch Dye came in for relief of Matthew Jenkins, the 0-1. Misses outside, 92 from Dye. So Jenkins went 1 2/3, gave up 4 hits, 4 earned runs, 3 walks, and a strikeout. As Dye kicks and fires the 1-1. Breaking ball misses inside, right at the elbows of Coonan, who had to turn away.
That was a good breaking ball. Coonan thought it was going to hit him, and it almost hit the strike zone.
But Dye has only faced one batter before Coonan. 2-1, line the other way. So Matt Conti was the first batter faced for Dye in today's game. That was obviously in the home half of the second. First pitch, a fly out to Matt Conti. 2-2. This is low. Dye 6'3", 195 from Illinois, making his 5th appearance on the mound this summer, as got Coonan fooled on the outside edge. Strike 3.
The right fielder from Northeastern, number 3, Ryan.
Jake Coonan thought he was going to take his spot on first, but Ryan Damari says, hold on one second. Here's Ryan Goretti from the left side. First pitch. This is for ball 1. This bottom part of the order for the Mariners, this is the game that they can really solidify themselves as staples in the lineup. Ryan Goretti making his second start here on the Cape. Echeverria, his second start as well. The 1-1. In there for strike 2 with the breaking ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Goretti. Michael Elko, he's batting 9th. His first start on the Cape. The 1-2, called strike 3. A nice curveball that time from Dye, 77. Puts away Garrity, 2 away in the bottom of the third.
Back-to-back strikeouts looking to start the Mariner third. It's one of those things where Coonan didn't like the call. Garrity hated that call. But Ryan Damari is establishing his strike zone tonight, and it's a generous one, so you got to be ready to hit.
First pitch to Echeverria. 77 again, the breaking ball. Echeverria shakes his head. Damari calls eye contact violation. Let's Dye know. Here's the 0-1. And Dye is falling in love with this breaking ball, and rightfully so. Echeverria already down to 1 last strike. The pitch whistles outside, 90 with the fastball. Echeverria walked his last time at the plate, eventually scored off of a wild pitch. It was the 3rd run of the day by a Mariner. The 1-2. High and outside. Ernie Echeverria, a.k.a. Easy E, as Steve Angler calls him. Gets set for the 2-2. Called strike 3, 90. Right over the heart of the plate. Echeverria not happy with it. 3 straight looking strikeouts for Mitch Dye. But unfortunately, he can't score any runs for the Whitecaps. They're going to need to do that. Down by 4. We head to the top of the 4th right here on Cape League TV.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player. You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it. Players can use this with any bat. It's basically going to shift the weight of the bat a little bit more towards the hands. Players are able to hit the ball a lot harder just by simply adding the puck on.
Back here in Harwich, the Mariners performing pretty well in front of the home faithful. 4-0, Harwich on top of Brewster. We welcome you back on Cape League TV. Time now for the fourth. Top of the order, due up for the Whitecaps. It's Adam Magpok from the left side. First pitch. Nails the upper corner for strike one. Pierce Friedman, we can't talk enough about him. Already up to 4 strikeouts. Brewster yet to record a hit in today's game. And also a free bag yet to be given up as well. And you got to give a lot of credit to Freeman, a rising senior out of Maine. We know Steve Englert, anytime he gets a new pitcher, Luke, it seems like he doesn't like to let them go out there on an island. As a hard ground ball to second, Elko fields it cleanly and delivers a ground out. One away in the top of the fourth. But when we talk about Steve Englert, when he gets a new pitcher, doesn't like to leave him out there very long, usually just an inning. But obviously with Freeman, his first appearance on the Cape, first start, and he's already in his 4th inning of work.
Well, he's been perfect, Gino. And you got to let him ride out. We talked about how much he's pitched in the NECBL. He's a workhorse. He's a grinder of a pitcher. So many arms these days in college are, I'll come to the Cape and pitch 5 innings, but that's too much for me. Or that's enough for me, and I'm going to go home and rest and be well prepared moving forward for the collegiate season. Well, this kid, he trusts his arm, and he's hardworking as they come. So I really do think it's a good call to let him go deeper in this game.
1-0 to Dalton Wentz, a hefty hack and a whiff.
And his stuff has been so good that he should go all night at this rate. He's been perfect.
It's hard to imagine a better start, better performance.
And some teams in this league, let's put it out there. Chatham's eliminated from the postseason. They're in a tight one, by the way, in the later innings with the YD. They actually have the lead. But some teams are really drawing dead this time of year. 3 hits a night, 1 run, getting shut out night in and night out. Brewster is the opposite.
2-1. It's the outer edge, strike 2.
I mean, they've had the core of this guy right here, Wentz, Brendan Lawson on deck, the man he just had ground out, Adam Magpok. All of these guys are all-stars.
Definitely a tough order to go through, especially the first time you go through it. 2-2 misses a little bit low. The infield for the Mariners right now shifted to the pole side for the lefty Wentz. There's 1 away, top of the 4th. Mariners up 4-0. Freeman trying to put away Wentz, one of the top hitters on the Cape. The payoff, high and away, ball 4. So the first free bag given up by Freeman today. And it belongs to Dalton Wentz. The rising sophomore from Wake Forest takes his spot on first.
Now this is what's going to be telling, Gino, is the second time through the order. They talk about it a ton in the pro game. 3rd time through with starters, 2nd time through, sometimes even 4th time through. The numbers, and they climb for the sake of batting averages, runs batted in, extra base hits, especially walks. How can he handle a 2nd time in this Whitecap lineup?
Dalton Wentz, a high chopper to second. Elko flips it to Marsh, who throws to first. Double play.
I would say he's just fine.
Right on cue. The Mariners get out of the frame Brewster still in search of its first hit, and it's all because of that man right there, Pierce Friedman. He's been dealing. Mariners up 4-0. We head to the home half right here on Cape League TV.
Offering 0% for 60 months on Cat's new lineup of compact track loaders. That's 0% for machines that have been redesigned from the ground up. 0% for new features and big comfort.
Nice cab, heated seat, great machine.
0% for more power and performance.
Picked up a big 4,000-pound block like it was nothing.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's zero time left. There's a 0 chance that you'll want to miss our 0% for 72 months offer. For a limited time, CAT is offering 0% on the purchase of many new small excavators. That's 0% for better performance, 0% for next generation features.
Great machine. It's quite impressive.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's zero time left. One source has it all. The pros' go-to rental choice for the newest and most reliable equipment for any job. One source that has a team you can rely on, the people and a name you trust, with the tools you need.
Well, this might turn into a little bit of a pitching battle, even though the Mariners are up big time 4-0 as we head to the home half of the fourth. But Mitch Dye, the first arm out of the bullpen
The first baseman
for John Schiffner and company,
Sam Harris.
has gone through 4 batters in this Mariner order, and it's gone like this: a fly out and then 3 straight looking strikeouts. That was to end the third. He goes up against 8-9-1 in the Mariner order to begin the bottom of the fourth. It's Sam Harris leading things off, Michael Elko on deck, and as the order flips, it's Tanner Marsh in the hole. Here's the 1-0 to Harris. This is inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Harris, an RBI single his last time at the plate. Eventually scored off of a wild pitch from Matthew Jenkins. Jenkins went 1 2/3 as Harris pops this one in foul territory. Maddox Mikalakis all the way towards the fence. And it drops on the other side. Sam Harris, a rising junior, transferring to Virginia from Duke. He still has the royal blue cleats. Here's the 2-1. Fastball at 93 from Dye.
You talked about it in his last at-bat, the RBI hit. He's coming on right now.
And an RBI single against YD as well not too long ago. It's the 2-2. Foul tip. Gerald couldn't get behind it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Bottom of the fourth. Leadoff man Sam Harris looking to stay alive. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That breaking ball sitting in the high 70s from Dye has fooled the last 4 batters for the Mariners. They have no answers.
He's doing what Thomas Shirtliff did last night for Harwich. Shirt came into the game with runners on, like Dye did in the second inning, runners on the corners, left them stranded, and then just turned up with the strikeout numbers. He struck out the last 4.
Michael Elko takes a fastball high.
But also a similar fashion. Harwich was down to 2-0. It was entering the middle stages of the game, and Dye's trying to shut the door and then get the bats going. Because you said it best at the end of the last inning. Mitch Dye is awesome. He's had great stuff, but he can't score runs from the pitcher's mound. So if he can keep Brewster in this ball game, limit the Harwich hot start with the bats, that's all you can ask for.
2-1 is rocketed into left. Dalton Wentz sticks out the mitt and records the second out.
And if you're Harwich on the flip side, this is a Brewster team. We've talked about them enough tonight. They can hit, they can rally, they're clutch down the stretch. So keep your foot on the gas. A 4-0 lead for the Mariners with a league-best 3.38 team ERA. It's great. Better than most. A position that you love to be in if you're a Mariner fan or Steve Englert. But why not keep it going? There is so much baseball to still be played on Saturday night.
With 2 away, here's Tanner Marsh. Swinging a miss on a 92 fastball on the outside. But we also know the Mariners, Luke, and this is a team, how many times this summer score a few runs and then just protect? They do not feel uncomfortable doing it. And so,
if you think that's
Brewster,
their way of just challenging their pitchers, saying, hey, we're done for the night.
Got to earn your paycheck. 1-1. This is inside with the breaking ball. Marsh 0 for 2 on the day. Struck out his last time at the plate. That was the first strikeout and only strikeout for Matthew Jenkins. Here's the 2-1. Marsh thought about it, held off. Marsh, a rising junior at Liberty, has become the new number 1 hitter in the order for the Mariners. 3-1, swing and a miss.
He's a very unorthodox leadoff hitter. He doesn't walk very much, doesn't steal many bases, but his ability to put bat on ball and hit, especially singles, he gets on enough.
Payoff pitch, just getting a piece of it and lining it the other way.
And even in the big league game, you don't have guys hitting 300 necessarily leading off. I mean, there are the Shohei Ohtanis of the world who also hit for power in the leadoff spot. But consistently, it's a speed guy who has a good eye and can walk.
Marsh strikes out. 94 from Dye. That breaking ball and fastball. The changes in velocity that Dye is operating with right now is mesmerizing for these Mariner bats, to say the least. So Dye already up to 5 strikeouts through 2 1/3. We'll be back for the 5th on Cape League TV.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
At Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement. Our focus is getting you back to doing the things you love, in the place you love.
The Center of Excellence and the quality of care that we can deliver makes all the difference to the patients. They understand that they can get the best care right here on Cape Cod.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we know there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. Now that's how we all win. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning. Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Finale, and it's been all Mariners so far. We apologize for the slight delay getting back to the top of the 5th. We've played 4, the Mariners 4, the Whitecaps nothing. Harwich starter Pierce Friedman in a 1-1 count with Michalakis. 1-1 is roped down the right field line, but out of play. Count moves to 1-2. Alongside Gino Antamarino, I'm Luke Brenneman. The Mariners scored 1 in the first, then a set of runs in the second, and that's where we stand. But a lot of the momentum, and especially the element of setting the tone tonight, has been because of this guy out there, Pierce Friedman, just his first start on the Cape this summer. Mikalakis 0 for 1 so far today. The 2-strike pitch, bouncing ball. Marsh coming in quickly from short, a tough play, and he made it. T smooth. The Mariners shortstop is sure-handed over there, 1 down in the fifth.
Right fielder from Florida State.
I love
23,
watching
Brody
him
Delamalier.
field those ground balls. I mean, he is just so talented. It's just mesmerizing to watch.
1 out, nobody on. That brings up Brody Delamalier. The Florida State outfielders 0 for 1 tonight, having a fantastic summer. 303 for average. First pitch, up and in, 1-0. So this is still just the second time through the Brewster lineup. Friedman now 4 1/3, no hit, no run baseball, has walked just 1. Here's the 1-0. Check swing, pitch a strike on the outside corner, now 1-1. I will say, if you watch the velocity now of Friedman, that fastball opened up around 90. That one was at 86. So something to keep an eye on for a guy who's already pitched a lot this summer in the NECBL. 1-1, bounced foul down the third base line. But it's been that right there, his ability to get ahead. He was behind in this count 1-2, immediately back into the zone, attacking and forcing Brewster, who's down by 4, to string together hits. The best way for a team who's trailing by a large sum is getting guys on base, walks, hit batsmen. 2-strike pitch, a little bit low, 2-2, but none of that tonight.
I mean, the Mariners work it to a T. I mean, that small ball, if they can't put bat on ball, it's okay. Can we draw walks? And then once we get on, can we steal second? Can we bring it over to third? Can we bring it home?
2-2. Popped him up towards right center field. Garrity underneath. 2 down. Pierce Friedman. Man, oh man, he's working right now, Chino. I wish we would have seen this guy on, rather than August 2nd tonight. Let's try what? June 10? Were we even here on June 10?
I don't know. This summer has flown by.
This summer
I lose
has
track
gone
of my
by in a
days,
week.
Luke. I don't know about you.
It's easy to on Cape Cod. 2 outs, nobody on. Carson Curse, the batter. Right on right matchup, first pitch. Liner towards right center. Garrity has a beat. Guess what? Another 1, 2, 3 inning. My, oh my, that's 5 in a row from Pierce Friedman. The Mariners 4, Brewster nothing. We head to the home half of inning number 5 on Cape League TV.
When you need to dig, lift, move, cut, or just about anything else, then dial up the rental source staffed with equipment and construction experts. They'll help you get the right machine for the job and make sure it's delivered when and where you need it. With locations across New England and the newest and most reliable inventory, Milton Rents is your local source.
You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it. Players can use this with any bat. It's basically going to shift the weight of the bat a little bit more towards the hands. Players are able to hit the ball a lot harder just by simply adding the puck on.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
When you need to dig, lift, move, cut, or just about anything else, then dial up the rental source staffed with equipment and construction experts. They'll help you get the right machine for the job and make sure it's delivered when and where you need it. With locations across New England and the newest and most reliable inventory, Milton Rents is your local source.
It has been all Harwich through 4.5. We're in the bottom of the 5th on Cape League TV. The Mariners 4, the Whitecaps nothing. We welcome you into Harwich alongside Gino Antamarino. I'm Luke Brenneman. And the second call of the bullpen tonight for Brewster, it's that guy right there, Kyle Kipp, the right-hander out of Boston College. All you got to do is look at his numbers, and it tells you the summer he's had. 15 1/3 innings pitched. Gino, you want to guess how many runs he's given up?
Leading off the bottom
well,
of the
I know
fifth
it,
inning
so
for the
I don't want to.
The only pitcher in the Cape in double-digit innings to not sacrifice an earned run.
Number 4, Nico Breedy.
Is that good?
This guy's been around all summer as well. We saw him early in the month of July. Kyle Kipp, a teammate of the Harwich Mariner Kyle Wolf at BC. Here's Nico Breedy. 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Mariners in the Harwich fifth. Breedy's 1 for 1, but was hit by a pitch as well. That's a cutter inside, 1-0.
We talked about the Mariners going to Shirtliff and Christian Rodriguez out of the bullpen yesterday. It was like Steve Angler was calling on the Avengers. It seems like Schiffner is doing that here today.
1-0. Breedy shows bunt, puts one down the third base side. That trickles out of play. 1-1. So a test for Harwich. This is more than a ball game. Still so much time left, and you want to extend the lead regardless. But a chance against the best relief arm, if you just look at the numbers in Cape Cod and Kyle Kipp, to put the first earned run on him.
And this is the third time the Mariners have seen Kipp.
He's been a regular. Seen him both times, actually, at Stony Brook Field in Brewster. So his first time here at White House Field, the 1-1. Fouled straight back. Kipp gets ahead of Nico, 1-2. The top of the order has brought it tonight for Harwich. Breedy reached base twice. Patrick Foltz, who's on deck, has reached twice. Matt Conti, who's in the hole, an RBI hit. He got things started. 4 hits for 4 runs. Mariner starter Friedman is dealing as well. No-hit baseball through 5. A liner towards right field. It takes Delamalier back, and he's there for out number 1. Delamalier was shifted a little bit towards right center field.
The third baseman
On that hard hit fly out from Breedy, he
10,
was in the right
Patrick
spot.
Foltz.
That brings up Foltz. He doubled and scored in the first, walked most recently in the second inning. His third try tonight.
You know, Luke, we talked about some of the names here on the teams. You got Bristol Carter. You've got Tanner Marsh, D. Kennedy. Where does Brody Delamalier stack up? Because that is one of the best names I've ever heard in my life.
I don't know. I think Kyle Kipp's pretty cool as well.
Kyle Kipp, another good one. There's just like some names you're like, that guy, if I didn't know him, I would say this guy's a ball player.
Here's the 1-0. That's right on the inside upper edge, 1-1. Kipp throws the fastball right around 95. That one came in at 93. He has a cutter that comes in closer 92, 93 on these left-handed hitters. 1-1. Hanger over the middle of the plate, and Foltz smacks it into left, his second hit of the night.
I'm telling you, Foltz is going to be critical come postseason.
And it's not like this is a new bat that's just kind of living around the bottom of the order, playing once every 3 games. He's been an everyday guy since the day he got here 5 nights ago. Now his second hit tonight, Patrick Foltz, a single and a double. He is in postseason form. Another hot Harwich bat, this guy right here, Matt Conti. 1 on, 1 out. The Mariners up by 4. Conti stares at a fastball away, 1-0. Kipp on the summer, 13 appearances, 15 1/3, has not given up a run, struck out 16, and has only walked 5. So every aspect of his game, to have the numbers he does for ERA, have been solid. 1-1, a cut fastball lands. The count's even. Foltz has tried to steal just 1 bag this summer. He was successful. Not a very big lead over there at first. 1-1 to Conti. Slider lands, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The strike zone from home plate umpire Ryan Damari has been generous tonight. And the Mariners and their pitcher, just one in Friedman, has been executing and working inside of it as well. Throw over to first. That hit off of Foltz when he dives back. Trickles into foul territory. Time is called. The count's 1-2 to Conti. in the cleanup spot. Gino, is that a spot that you think Conti will be, or should I ask you should be, come the postseason next Monday or
yes,
Tuesday?
And yes. He's earned it.
Absolutely.
Walked it off yesterday with an RBI single.
2-strike pitch. Ground ball left side into left field, his second hit of the game. The Mariners jumping on Kyle Kipp a little bit in the bottom of the 5th. Back-to-back hits, Foltz at second, Conti at first. They've combined for 4 base knocks tonight. And a chance with 1 in scoring position and another on for Jake Coonan.
Here's Brian Del Rosso coming out. Looks like a little bit of an equipment issue with Jacob Jarrell.
So the Harwich up 4-0. And now another opportunity for more in the bottom of the 5th, Gino. Coonan, Garrity after him, Echeverria in the hole. This is the part that we're putting a lot of stress and just pointing out that the middle to bottom half of this lineup, as all stars have left, there's no more Maddox Maloney. We haven't seen D. Kennedy play every day. Aiden Robbins now beat up with a finger injury. It's not just about getting on. The Mariners need to drive in runs. And that's going to make or break this team because the pitching has been there all summer. And it was there again last night. And I would like to think 5 innings of no-hit baseball means it's there tonight as well.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think you hit the nail on the head. The fact that the Mariners are up 4-0 over the Whitecaps since the start of this game, it's been all Mariner baseball. And that's without Robbins, without Kennedy. You talked about it. I mean, that shows a lot about how much this team wants to win.
Trying to keep it coming in the Mariner 5th. 2 on, 1 out. First pitch to Coonan. Little bit low with the fastball. 1-0. Harwich for a team batting average is .233. That's 9th out of 10 Cape League teams. But they've scored 177 runs. That's good for 4th in the league. Timely hitting has been their thing. Kipp from the stretch, the 1-0. High fly, dead center field. Magpok got a good jump on this one. Tagging from second to third, Foltz thought about it and retreats quickly. A nice throw from Magpok. I would not test him. 2 outs in the 5th. Runners stay put on the Coonan flyout.
From Northeastern, number 3, Ryan Garrity.
That'll bring up Garrity, his first chance with a runner in scoring position this entire summer to potentially knock in his first RBI.
And also going up against Kipp, one of, if not the best arms on the Cape when you look at the numbers. It's a big spot for Garrity.
Boston College v. Northeastern in this matchup. The BC right-hander gets set. Conti at first. That's Foltz at second. First pitch in the dirt low, 1-0. Sun's starting to really set here, get to that level where it can play a massive role in the outfield at White House Field. The center fielder, Adam Magpok, has his hand up against the sun trying to block it before every pitch at this stage of the night. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. I don't know if nights get much better than this. We've seen nice nights around 75 degrees all summer, but no wind tonight.
That's
no
beautiful.
chance of rain. Clouds just painted around the outfield. The 1-1. High and tight, 2 balls and 1 strike to Garrity. Echeverria on deck if we get there. 6 hits already for Harwich. Both guys on right now. Singled with 1 out. Trying to add on to a 4-0 lead in the bottom of the 5th. Kipp set, the 2-1. Inside, ball 3. Garrity working this at bat. He's ahead 3-1.
I like this approach from Garrity. Patient, not chasing.
Kyle Kipp has had a flawless summer thus far. 15 innings, has not given up a run. The 3-1 right down the middle. That slider lands, and the count runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on with 2 out. That means the runners will be in motion here. On the payoff pitch to Ryan Garrity, looking to bring in his first run of the summer and put 1 on for the first time. Kyle Kipp, the payoff, fouled straight back. Went reaching for a change-up low and just caught a piece.
If I'm Garrity, I'm buckled up. I'm going to be ready to hit because Kip, he's not going to pick around the zone.
Kip trusts all of his stuff. He does an excellent job of mixing and matching the off-speed with that 95-mile-an-hour fastball. We'll see what he goes to here for the second payoff pitch to Garrity. 2 on with 2 out. Throw over to second. The Mariners are shouting from the dugout, trying to argue for a balk. Kyle Kip now smiles, looks at the Brewster bench. Here comes the Harwich skipper, Steve Engler.
Oh, my goodness.
Steve Engler is getting into it with Jake Brichta right now. Furious about the balk. Brichta is massive. I mean, what the heck?
I don't know, but
whatever
Engler's
happens.
got the short sleeve hoodies on. I would be freaked out if I was Brichta, even though I got the height advantage.
So now we're going to meet about it. I mean, Brichta's like an NBA center, and Steve Engler, it's like a little bulldog second baseman. I don't know who I would have in that one.
I'm going Engler 10 times out of 10.
Well, Engler's and his
kidding
team's
me?
on top right now 4-0. The umpires, they have no skin in the game, or at least I hope not.
You've seen Engler day in and day out, and you're not picking him to. He's got the fire.
So the decision to call or to not call a balk on Kip is upheld. After a meeting with all the umpires, home plate umpire Ryan Damari sticks out his left hand and says, "Steve, enough." Runners stay at first and second. The count is still full. 2 outs, 2 on in the bottom of the 5th. The crowd getting into this one as it intensifies. Garrity set. Kip comes home. The payoff. Liner down the right field line, out of play. Garrity a little bit early on that 79-mile-an-hour slider. Tugs it foul. This is a long at-bat. That was the 7th pitch, Gino. You got to give Garrity credit. He had a walk in the second that kicked off the inning, came around to score. And that was a long at-bat, too. Count went full. Here is the 3rd payoff pitch. Runners off and running. Swing and a miss. The fastball inside got Garrity swinging. The Brewster dugout pumped up about that one. Kyle Kip has now gone 16 innings in the Cape and hasn't given up a run. Unbelievable from the Boston College product. 4-0 Mariners. We head to 6 on Cape League TV.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
If you need to dig, lift, move, grade, clear, or cut, pump, weld, clean, light, and just about anything else, dial up the rental source for the newest and the most reliable equipment in New England. Staffed with equipment and construction experts, Milton Rents, your local source.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player.
Here at the Mass.
Welcome back to Cape League TV. There's the Mariners starter, Pierce Friedman, and he has been on his A game tonight. Now into the 6th inning, no hit, no run baseball. The Mariners up 4-0. We welcome you into Harwich. Alongside Gino Antamarino, I'm Luke Brenneman. The regular season home finale at White House Field. Gino, what a place this has been. Our first summer here. Can you look to one memory in specific that you cherish the most about this ballpark this summer?
That's a great question.
From Clemson, number 28,
So many good
Colin
ones.
Priest.
I mean, I immediately think back to the game against Wareham, the wild pitch that brought home Bristol Carter. It was a walk-off win for the Mariners, and an eerie day. Was really foggy out.
First pitch to Colin Priest, a breaking ball in there, strike one.
That was a fun game. The 4th of July weekend, that was a blast. Just so many people coming
You're
out
right.
here and showing support. And
4,000 people were here on that Saturday ball game.
I mean, just nuts.
0-1, swing and a miss. Pierce Friedman is still generating swing and miss stuff in his second time through into the 6th inning. 0-2 the count to Priest.
Do you have a favorite memory?
I think there's a difference between a favorite memory or favorite game. There's been plenty of exciting moments the Mariners have shined here. The 2-strike pitch, a little bit too tall, 1-2. I just think the aspect of walking in this ballpark and stadium is so tucked away back in the woods, off the grounds of a school campus here in Harwich. And every time you get in, you see the staff who's here early. 1-2, a hard hit ground ball to second. Elk goes there, flips to first, one down in the 6th. But whether it's the players, our colleagues, you, our producers, writer, anyone,
number 10,
just
Colton
such welcoming
Coates.
energy here in Harwich. It's a fun place to be, even hours before the game.
Yeah, I couldn't say it better myself.
And that's a credit to the ownership. It's a credit to all the people that we work around, Gino. And it's also credit to the Mariners. I mean, heck, they're 5 games over 500 with 2 to play. It's easy to show up to a winning baseball club.
Absolutely.
First pitch swinging is Colton Coates. Jam shot sky high towards Marsh. A routine play. 2 down in the 6th. My, oh my. Pierce Friedman is making this look easy.
Yeah, this is awesome. Awesome for him, a rising senior.
From Texas, number 8, Carson Tinney.
Here comes Carson Tinney, a pinch hitter tonight, the first of the game for Brewster. Carson Tinney was a participant in the Cape Cod Baseball League All-Star Game Home Run Derby in mid-July. He had a nice showing, didn't win. That was Kuhio Aloy of Arkansas. But a pinch hit spot, 2 outs, nobody on. Down by 4 in the 6th. First pitch fastball right down Broadway, called strike 1.
I remember the first day we got here, Luke. Do you remember that in the summer? We were, I remember sitting in the parking lot. We were texting back and forth, trying to see when you were going to get here.
0-1 lands in the same spot, nothing in 2. You might have to make this quick because Friedman, I mean, this guy's a man on a mission right now.
I'll just say I remember meeting everybody and meeting the team, and I knew it was going to be a fun summer.
2-strike pitch in the dirt low, 1-2.
All right, now that bought me a few more seconds, I knew that you were going to be a handful, but I'm glad I got to spend the summer with you, man. It's been a blast.
And there should be plenty of more Mariner baseball the way they're going right now. We'll be on the road on the radio tomorrow against Chatham, and then the postseason is upon us. 1-2. Just catches a piece of Tinney. The 80-mile-an-hour breaking ball whiffed his jersey. And a 2-out base runner, Carson Tinney, takes first.
The center fielder from San Diego State, number 1, Adam Magpok.
The lineup turns over for Magpok. 1 on, 2 outs. Magpok is 0 for 2 tonight, like every other Brewster Whitecap. Righty on left matchup. First pitch. In there, strike 1. The fastball's all the way down to 85 now. So Friedman, I mean, he's using the nitro burners, just trying to grasp for a little more gas right now into the 6th inning. The 0-1, right on the outside corner, strike 2. Remember, if you're just tuning in, this is the starter for Harwich, Pierce Friedman, a senior at Maine, who has pitched 47 times in the North Shore NECBL ball club. That's the all-time record during a college career. His 3rd summer was this year. He got called to the Cape yesterday, arrived yesterday, and is now making his first ever Cape Cod Baseball League start in Harwich, and is pitching no-hit baseball into the 6th inning. 1 on with 2 outs. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. his 5th strikeout of the night. He hasn't given up a hit in 6 innings. It's 4-0 Harwich on Cape League TV.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Get ready for big results with our small machines. With more power, performance, comfort, and savings. They're ready for every job. And we're ready with plenty of inventory, the best support in the business, same-day parts availability, and locations across the Northeast. So you can always be ready to work. Milton Cat, always ready.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking.
We are cruising in Harwich. The home regular season finale for the Mariners at White House Field. And they've come to play tonight. Coming off a win in extras last night, they're fully recharged. 4-0 the score over Brewster, a battle for a home playoff seed next week. Alongside Gino Antamarino, I'm Luke Brenneman. And the second reliever for the Whitecaps, Kyle Kipp, that man right there, is back out for his second inning of work. He'll be dealing with the bottom of the Mariner lineup, 7, 8, and 9. That's Echeverria, Harris, and Elko. Gino, I got to ask you, everything's working. The Mariner starter, Friedman, has now gone 6 innings of no-hit baseball. So that's obvious. But what else have you seen from Harwich to lead to this nice start tonight against a red-hot Whitecaps team?
The hits. I mean, the offense, right? We talk about the Mariners when they have a good start on the mound, that gives them an opportunity to pounce on their opponents, and they did exactly that. They scored 1 in the first inning, and to be honest with you, we've seen this Mariner team score 1, 2 in the first inning and none the rest of the game and end up winning those games. So they have the talent to lock down defensively with only 1 or 2 runs scored, but the fact that the Mariners have tacked on 4, and now they're in a position where they can protect a little bit, lean on that defense that they are so good at, that's a big spot for them to be in.
It was 1 in the first and 3 in the second. First pitch to Echeverria, a wave and a miss, strike 1.
But this is going to be a part in the order, 7, 8, 9. You're going up against one of the top arms on the Cape and Kyle Kipp. I want to see something happen. I want to see how these guys stack up.
Kipp, the favorite for reliever of the year in the Cape Cod Baseball League. The 0-1 is bounced foul down the first base line. 0-2. Kyle Kipp now 16 1/3 innings pitched in the CCBL for Brewster. Has not given up a single earned run. I will say, the Mariners were knocking on the door in the 5th. Back-to-back one-out hits. Had a man in scoring position, but he stranded him like he's done his entire stay on the Cape. 2-strike pitch. Just off the outside corner, 1-2. Echeverria so far tonight, 0 for 1. Walked and scored his first time up in the second. Ernie still without a hit as a Harwich Mariner. Just his 3rd start of the summer. 2-strike pitch. Chopped at the plate, foul. He stays alive. Gino, I never got the time to thank you for your nice words in the previous inning. I appreciate that. You have been a pleasure to work with as well. Now, our producer over there, Dave Roberts. I mean, you have been incredible, Dave. The greatest man at reviewing hot dogs across the Cape. 1-2, a bouncing ball to short. Coming in is Curse. He takes his time and throws out the Harwich catcher. 1 up, 1 down in the bottom of the 6th.
I don't know. Dave might have some competition. We were talking to D. Kennedy before the game, and he is very strict when it comes to scoring hot dogs, and he goes to the different ballparks here on the Cape, and he reviews them.
D. Kennedy, the Mariner all-star third baseman. He's not playing today, and I would hope not, because on my way up to the press box, about 5 minutes before first pitch, he had 3 hot dogs balanced in his hands. Here's Sam Harris. First pitch to Harris. Swing and a bouncing ball to third. Mikalakis waits on it, throws across the diamond, a bang-bang play in time. The 6'6" Sam Harris was busting it up the line, but couldn't get there in time. 2 down in the 6th.
Do you think Kennedy took all 3 of those hot dogs for himself, or do you think he was...
You kidding me? The Kansas State guy right there. That guy's drilling those things. The Kansas State guys on this team don't mess around with food. Adam Arthur, he has his own radio show, talks about all the different things he does.
That's a great point. Shintaro Inoue, I saw him eat a foot-long sub from Subway almost before every game.
Here's Michael Elko, first offering. Swinging a foul tip into Jacob Gerald's mitt, 0-1. You're right. Shinny loved his... We miss Shinny.
We do.
He left last week.
We miss all the guys that have left.
We hope that they're watching, especially during the postseason. I think that they'll be in tune.
100%.
Got to be rooting on their former teammates. Forever teammates is the way the Mariner legacy and alumni work. 0-1 the count to Elko. Just his 3rd at-bat as a Harwich Mariner. That's downstairs, 1-1. Elko so far tonight, 2 flyouts, both the other way to left. Trying to time up one of these Kyle Kipp fastballs. He's hitting 9th tonight, 2 outs, nobody on. Mariners 4, Brewster nothing. A gorgeous Saturday evening on the Cape. What's new? 1-1. Fastball low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Top of the order and Tanner Marsh on deck, if we get there. 6 hits for Harwich, 4 runs. And the pitching, well, they haven't given up a hit or a run.
You say they, it's as if it's been more than one guy.
2-1, curveball that lands, 2-2. You're right. But it's starting to look like Friedman's day is over.
Right.
There's action in the Mariner bullpen. There's been a couple guys getting loose. But it would be awfully interesting to see him come back out there for a 7th inning. You rarely see that on the Cape. 2-2. Hard hit liner to right, but right at Delamalier. He's there. A 1-2-3 inning for Kipp and the Whitecaps. The Mariners still lead by 4. We head to inning number 7 on Cape League TV.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Get ready for big results with our small machines. With more power, performance, comfort, and savings. They're ready for every job. And we're ready with plenty of inventory, the best support in the business, same-day parts availability, and locations across the Northeast. So you can always be ready to work. Milton Cat, always ready.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
We welcome you back on Cape League TV. Time now for the 7th, and Pierce Friedman is back out there on the mound for the Mariners. Started in this game through 6. No-hit baseball. The only Whitecaps to reach in this game has been a Dalton Wentz walk. That was back in the 4th. And then a Carson Tinney hit by pitch that was more of just a whiff of the jersey. First pitch to Dalton Wentz, a ground ball to first. Sam Harris right there to record the out.
The first baseman from Florida, number 19,
Pierce Friedman, Luke,
Brendan Lawson,
has been tearing it up.
Friedman is only the second pitcher on the Cape to work into the 7th inning this season.
It's pretty impressive stuff. The other is Brewster's Duncan Marston. First pitch to the lefty Lawson. All to strike. And with that last out to Dalton Wentz, now the longest outing of the season from a Cape Cod pitcher. Really impressive stuff.
His first outing, his first time on the Cape, and he's pitched in summer baseball for 3 summers, Gino. Pierce Friedman comes into Harwich, gets a ball in his hand, and sets the record this summer.
Brendan Lawson flares this one the other way down the left field line. Jake Coonan on the sprint, and it drops foul out of play.
And he's still going right now. He's setting the record. By getting that first ground out, he's now gone the longest. We're in the 7th inning, Gino. I don't know. That fastball started at 90. It's down to 86, and he is still getting everybody out.
You got to love this, especially Game 39 of the 40-game regular season here on the Cape. You're going to need all the arms you can get in the postseason. Here's the 1-2. This is high. Lawson, one of the top bats on this Brewster team. A 6-game hitting streak, longest streak for him this summer heading into today. Trying to stay alive here with the 2-2. The pitch. He got him! Friedman with his 6th strikeout. Still no hits by a Whitecap.
From Arizona, number 7, Maddox.
As out comes Maddox Mikalakis with 2 gone.
Now the 3rd time through the order. He's put down the second man Wentz. He just struck out the 3rd hitter Lawson. Mikalakis batting cleanup tonight. He's mowing down the top bats for the Whitecaps.
Mikalakis from the left side. First pitch. This is outside for ball 1.
But whatever happens the rest of the way, you start looking at the aspect of Harwich. They've used more arms, especially over that. They've lost 3 of 4, and it was a 3-game losing streak before the win last night. They used a lot of arms. The starters had been getting beat up.
1-0. In the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes.
And this is a staff that has had more guys leave and forced guys like Pierce Friedman to come in town so late, now into August. But just a start like this, to let these guys rest, is going to do wonders.
2-0. Sails high and away. 11 pitchers for the Mariners through their last 3 games.
And that's pretty normal for some teams. But for the best staff in the Cape, Harwich was using 2 or 3 guys just about every night.
And the reason it's brought down is because that game against YD, Olin Johnson started and Scott Doran went 6 innings. 3-0, misses low and inside, ball 4. And here comes Steve Englert out of the dugout.
Let him go.
That's going to be, might be Friedman's day. Usually when Steve Englert comes out, that's usually to say, all right, great job. We're going to go to the bullpen. And there's the signal. Pierce Friedman, in his first appearance, first start on Cape Cod, and it's one to remember. A standing ovation here at White House Field. There's the smile. Handshakes and high fives all around. The longest outing of the season by a Cape Cod pitcher, Pierce Friedman. Wow. Absolutely incredible stuff. 6 strikeouts through 6 2/3 innings. No-hit baseball as well. Just incredible. As Cohen Fieser warms up on the mound, we're going to take a step aside. We'll be back. on Cape League TV.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
If you need to dig, lift, move, grade, clear, or cut, pump, weld, clean, light, and just about anything else, dial up the rental source for the newest and the most reliable equipment in New England. Staffed with equipment and construction experts, Milton Rents, your local source.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player.
We welcome you back here to Harwich. No, that's not number 18 on the mound anymore. After Pierce Friedman started for the Mariners, went 6 2/3, no hit, no run baseball, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, 92 pitches from the rising senior out of Maine. His first appearance, first start on Cape Cod. He's pulled from the game by Steve Englert, who goes to Cohen Fieser. First pitch to Brody Delamalier, a pop-up into center, and Nico Brini records the out. Mariners riding off the coattails of a fantastic start from Pierce Friedman. We can't talk about him enough. Harwich trying to extend its lead as we head to the home half of the 7th right here on Cape League TV.
When you need to dig, lift, move, cut, or just about anything else, then dial up the rental source staffed with equipment and construction experts. They'll help you get the right machine for the job and make sure it's delivered when and where you need it. With locations across New England and the newest and most reliable inventory, Milton Rents is your local source.
You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it. Players can use this with any bat. It's basically going to shift the weight of the bat a little bit more towards the hands. Players are able to hit the ball a lot harder just by simply adding the puck on.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financing journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
When you need to dig, lift, move, cut, or just about anything else, then dial up the rental source.
New man on the mound for the Brewster Whitecaps, the 4th pitcher of the day. For the Brewster Whitecaps, it's Landon O'Donnell. He relieves Kyle Kipp, who went 2 innings, 2 hits, no earned runs, no walks, and a strikeout. Landon O'Donnell, a rising junior from the State College of Florida, 6'4", 230 pounds. The right-hander works up against the top of the order for the Mariners. It's 1-2-3 as we head in the home half of the 7th. Harwich up 4-0. Tanner Marsh touches the dish and gets set for his first offering. O'Donnell kicks and deals. Fastball outside, 94 from Landon O'Donnell, making his 6th appearance on the mound this summer, a 3.86 ERA. Doesn't go very long, just 4 2/3 innings pitched. It's 1-0 misses high. But he's got strikeout stuff. 7 punch-outs in those 4 2/3 frames. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss. Tanner Marsh struggles some today. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Trying to right the ship here. The leadoff man for Harwich, sporting one of the best on-base percentages on the Cape. 2-1 misses high. His OBP right around 400. His batting average right around 300. He's gotten on in each of his last 9 starts, trying to make it double digits. 3-1. Right on the outside edge. 94 with a fastball from O'Donnell. Works the count full. Marsh digs back in. O'Donnell shakes off. And now comes set. The payoff to Marsh. Outside ball 4. So 10 straight games for Tanner Marsh that he's gotten on.
Wofford, number 4,
nice stuff
Brini.
from the leadoff man for the Mariners.
Just doing his job. Leadoff man's supposed to get on. He's been battling some strikeout issues as of late. I like to see that, a mid-game adjustment. He struck out in back-to-back plate appearances tonight. He was a little bit more patient in that at-bat. Made O'Donnell come to him and spit on ball 4.
Marsh with 6 stolen bags this summer. Keep an eye on him over at first as Nico Brini gets set from the left side. First pitch. Popped him up straight back. Tinney rips the mask off, but watches it sail out of play. Carson Tinney behind the dish after Jacob Jarrell started. Tinney pinched hit for Jarrell in the 6th. Nico Brini gets set from the left side. But first, snap throw back to first. Marsh is back diving. Brini, someone that can bunt with the best of them. That's why Maddox Mikalakis is playing over at third with his toes on the infield grass. Another snap throw back to first. Marsh is back diving. Nico Brini coming off the game yesterday, scoring the game-winning run. Was brought home by Matt Conti, who's batting 4th today in the cleanup spot, the DH. Here's the 0-1. Marsh takes off for second. Check swing is a little bit high. The throw down to second, and Marsh is there.
What a tag. How about Kurst running across the bag, picked it clean on the bounce, held onto it, and actually did tag Marsh. Granted, it wasn't in time. But I can't believe he held on to that ball. I would love to get another look at this.
Tanner Marsh with his 7th stolen bag this summer. We'll see if our producer Dave Roberts can fire it up.
Oh, no pressure now.
He's working hard. He's shaking his head. I think he can do it. No, he's saying no. Oh. Dave Roberts. Yeah, I put him on the spot because he's got the skill to do it. If I knew you couldn't do it, Dave, I wouldn't have put the pressure on you, but now I feel bad. But you know what? Still putting together a great product, so we can't thank you enough. Nico Brini gets set again from the left side. 2-1 the count with no outs. Marsh on second. Mariners up 4-0 in the home half of the 7th. O'Donnell kicks and deals. This one's arced up the middle and down. Marsh hauling to third. He's going to put on the brakes. A little bit of a jam shot there from Brini, just muscling it over the head of Coates. It gets into the outfield. Now runners on the corners with still no outs.
Number 10, Patrick
Mariners trying to tack on more to this lead.
That's what the top of this order and the new top, where it's Marsh 1 and Brini 2, has done. Marsh has found his way on, and then Nico by any means. His second hit tonight, the first was an infield hit That one just a slap on the top of the barrel out to center field. If Nico can just hit it to where someone is not, 9 times out of 10, his legs will get him on first base regardless.
We saw that in his first at-bat of the game, an infield single. First pitch to Pat Foltz. Blast this one foul over the Mariner dugout along the third base side. Pat Foltz has been stellar so far today. A double, a walk, a single, all in that order. He scored back in the first. He's brought home by Matt Conti, who sits in the on-deck circle. The 0-1 to Foltz. Swinging at the high heat and coming up short. 0-2 the count to Foltz. O'Donnell trying to retire the third baseman for the first time today. Foltz in his 5th game as a Mariner. Has an RBI. But would like to get another one here, the 0-2. Breaking ball misses. Above the letters that time. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Foltz. Mariners in this ball game came out ready to go. Scored the first and only 4 runs of the day in the first 2 innings. 1 in the first, 3 in the second, and has held on since. The 1-2. That one just inside. Some Brewster Whitecaps yelling out from the dugout. The home plate umpire, Ryan Damari. O'Donnell comes set. Runners on the corners for the Mariners. Here's the 2-2. Brini takes off for second. Foltz skies this one out of play. 96 that time from O'Donnell. Foltz just a little bit behind. So Brini retreats back to first. A beautiful day here in Harwich. 68 degrees, but it feels a little bit warmer. The 2-2 to Foltz. That one almost ricocheted off his arm.
Give Foltz a lot of credit. He was behind in this at-bat 0-2. He chased on the 0-1 to put him in the hole. Looked at the bench, tapped his jersey, said, "My bad. I was trying to do too much. Shouldn't have swung for the fences." And now he's battled it full.
Here's the 8th pitch. Brini takes off for second. Ball 4 on the outside. 97 from O'Donnell. But it doesn't matter what the velocity is if you can't locate the zone. The bases are juiced for the Mariners. No outs. And if you're O'Donnell, this is the last person you want to see. Carson Tinney knows that. He's going to go out and talk things over. Matt Conti up to bat. He's already got an RBI single today. He's 2 for 3. Had the walk-off RBI single yesterday in extras against Hyannis. Luke, he is swinging the hottest. I wouldn't say the hottest because you got Aiden Robbins there, but obviously Robbins not in the lineup. Matt Conti is swinging the hottest bat in this order.
Absolutely, and that's why he's in the cleanup position. Why do managers select X guy in the cleanup spot? For positions like this, when the first 3 guys in the lineup all get on base, and now it's time to clean them up.
O'Donnell from the rubber, kicks and deals. High and tight.
And in this situation, you got to make O'Donnell throw you a strike. He walked Marsh, just walked Foltz. He's thrown about 2 balls for every strike in this inning.
Here's the 1-0. Fouled straight back. Conti, just a rising sophomore from Wake Forest. Luke, you talked to him after the game yesterday, after he walked it off. Someone that has got his eyes on the postseason, him along with, you could say, everyone else on this Mariner team. The 1-1. Zips right past the ear of Conti. 93 from O'Donnell. The second pitch that has almost plunked the Mariner DH. Claps starting to come alive here at White House Field, trying to spark a rally. The 2-1. Popped him up. Shallow right. The second baseman coats Rovers to his left and records the first out. That's a big timeout by the Whitecaps. And if you're Landon O'Donnell, you can kind of exhale a little bit. But the bases are still loaded. And Jake Coonan is also someone that you can't take lightly. 0 for 3 today, but he's batting around a 270 his last 11 games. Has the 4th most RBIs on the team with 13. Taps home with his bat. With the bases loaded, 1 out, bottom of the 7th. Mariners up 4-0. Coonan trying to extend the lead. The first pitch. 93 with the fastball from O'Donnell.
This is a big spot for Coonan. We've talked so much about his ability and need for Jake Coonan to start driving runners in opportunities like this. How important it's going to be down the stretch. Well, now we're down the stretch, and the bases are loaded.
The 1-0. Rocketed straight back. O'Donnell is dealing heat. 92 that time. A lot of consecutive fastballs from O'Donnell. The Mariner bats trying to be on time. So with Foltz on first, Brini on second, Marsh on third. Coonan gets set for the 1-1. Just off the plate. 95 from O'Donnell. But it's like you said, Luke. You got to make him throw you a strike.
Absolutely.
More claps from the Mariner faithful here at White House. The 2-1. Hard ground ball, foul. It ricocheted off the back of Tanner Marsh.
That ball was crushed.
I don't think our camera picked up on it. But Tanner Marsh wore it right on his back.
I mean, that is quite literally wearing an Aroldis Chapman fastball off the spine. You got to think, that Coonan ball, we've seen his exit velocities all year, right around 100. And he barreled that one up.
Coach Tebow going over to talk with Marsh. He stays out there. Back to the action. The 2-2 to Coonan. This is high. Tinney looks back Marsh to third. Works the count full. The Mariner crowd yelling out to the Princeton Tiger. 3-2 the count with 1 out, bottom of the 7th. Bases juiced. Harwich up 4-0 over Brewster. The payoff. Just getting a piece of it was Coonan, but he immediately collapses.
Coonan's
that time getting a taste of his own medicine, you can say, after he got a piece of Tanner Marsh over at third. Marsh at third saying, yeah, how do you like that? Doesn't feel so good, right? All jokes aside, Coonan seems to be all right. Loads up that back foot. Gearing up for the payoff. O'Donnell kicks and fires. Fouled straight back. You got to love this because this is the 4th arm today by the Whitecaps. And when you have guys really extending this at bat, it's going to be the 8th pitch coming up. You like to see this fight.
That's what it's all about right here. The best of the best going at it on the Cape.
Payoff to Coonan. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 92 blows past Jake Coonan. He looks up to the sky and walks back to the Mariner dugout.
The right
2 gone in the bottom of the 7th.
Number 3, Ryan Garrity.
And these are the situations that Harwich is looking to clean up as they head into the postseason. They've been solid stringing together hits, even in 2-out RBI situations. But when it comes down to the fundamentals, Conti up with the bases loaded and nobody out. Pops up, an unproductive out, doesn't bring in a run. Kunin doesn't put the ball in play. Now you put a lot of pressure on a guy like Garrity.
Garrity for the 4th time today steps up to the plate. First pitch drilled down the right field line, drops all the way back at the wall. Marsh comes in to score. Brini right behind him. And here comes Fultz rounding past third. He's into home. The throw to third. It gets past the third baseman, Mikalakis. A triple from Ryan Garrity. That plates 3.
Welcome to Harwich, Ryan.
Wow.
The catcher from Penn,
Ryan
19,
Garrity, a
Ernie
bases
Echeverria.
clearing triple in just his 2nd game as a Harwich Mariner.
I mean, talk about picking your teammates up. The bases juiced with nobody out, back-to-back outs that don't bring anyone in. And Garrity said, well, I'm glad that you left the table set for me because I'm just going to clear them all.
First pitch to the righty, Echeverria. Just his 2nd hit. That's Garrity, that is. On the summer. Mariners up 7-0, home half of the 7th. The 2nd pitch to Echeverria nails the outside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 gone. Garrity on 3rd. But this is what we were talking about, Luke, with a lot of turnover. Game 39 of a 40-game regular season. And you talk about a lot of new guys. Is that going to be a problem with trying to find that chemistry? We were both debating it, but we also said this could be a spark, a jolt that brings this team together even more heading into the postseason.
Look at tonight. The start from a new guy, a bases clearing triple from a new guy.
1-2 called, strike 3. 87 right down the middle from O'Donnell. And that ends the 7th, but not before a bases clearing triple from Ryan Garrity, his 2nd hit by a Harwich Mariner. And the Ners are nailing the Whitecaps here at White House Field. 7-0, and Brewster still waiting for its first hit of the day. A complete domination by the Mariners as we're through 7. We'll be back for the 8th right here on Cape League TV.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
If you need to dig, lift, move, grade, clear, or cut, pump, weld, clean, light, and just about anything else, dial up the rental source for the newest and the most reliable equipment in New England. Staffed with equipment and construction experts, Milton Rents, your local source.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this.
From Georgia Tech, number 3, Carson Curse.
We welcome you back for the 8th. The Mariners tacking on 3 more to an already hefty lead. 7-0 Harwich over the Brewster Whitecaps as we welcome you back here to White House Field. 6, 7, 8 due up for Brewster to try and come back. Staring from the bottom of Mount Everest looking up. As the Mariners right now looking up on a pop fly that sails out of play. Carson Kearse leading things off, the shortstop, with Colin Priest on deck, the DH. Colton Coates in the hole, the second baseman. Cohen Fieser on the mound for the Mariners. His second batter faced today. He kicks and fires the 0-1. Misses high. The TCU product on the mound. His last time he towed the rubber, got beat up a little bit. Was the starter in a game against these Whitecaps back on July 26. It's the 1-1 breaking ball, misses inside at the waist. Fieser went just 2 innings, gave up 5 hits, 5 runs, 4 of them being earned, 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. But we know the potential of Fieser, one of the newer arms in this Mariner pitching staff, as the 2-1 gets blasted high into the air, straight away in the infield. Tanner Marsh from short makes the catch. There's 1 gone in the top of the 8th.
It's a clinic tonight.
The DH
all around
number 28, Colin
dominant.
Priest.
Now, 7 1/3
of no-hit baseball
of a game. I mean, the Mariners' offense has been right there with the pitching. You have 2 innings where you score 3 runs apiece. You open the game with the opening tally in the first.
First pitch to Colin Priest, belted to right, and what a catch! Ryan Garrity put that on SportsCenter. Are you kidding me? Welcome to Harwich. A bases clearing triple in the 7th, and a spectacular nab in the 8th.
Coates.
Wow.
I'd call that a welcome to Harwich moment. The last 2 innings. 3 RBIs, an unbelievable grab. We're happy to have you, Ryan. Excuse me.
Got you so excited, Luke.
Unbelievable. This kid can play, and you can just tell he's a ball player. He's always one of those guys that has dirt on his jersey, dives into every bag, steals bases.
The 0-1 to Coates, in the dirt away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wow. The new guys for the Mariners today really cementing themselves in a game that is more than just a win-loss. This is to determine seeding in the postseason. 1-2 the count to Coates. 2 away in the top of the 8th.
I wonder if it'll be that man right there, Fieser, to try and go the rest of the way tonight. Just the second arm for Harwich.
The 1-2. Breaking ball misses on the outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 8th. Mariners up 7-0. With no runners on for the Whitecaps. The 2-2. Same spot. 3-2 the count. Coates 0 for 2 on the day, a ground out and a fly out. The claps rain in here from White House Field. The payoff. High chopper past the mound. Tanner Marsh waits. Sidearms to first. There's the 3rd out. A 1-2-3 inning for the 7th time today. The Mariner defense has been on fire. The offense can say the same. Harwich up 7-0. We'll be back for the home half right here on Cape League TV.
When you need to dig, lift, move, cut, or just about anything else, then dial up the rental source staffed with equipment and construction experts. They'll help you get the right machine for the job and make sure it's delivered when and where you need it. With locations across New England and the newest and most reliable inventory, Milton Rents is your local source.
You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it. Players can use this with any bat. It's basically going to shift the weight of the bat a little bit more towards the hands. Players are able to hit the ball a lot harder just by simply adding the puck on.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
When you need to dig, lift, move, cut, or just about anything else, then dial up the rental source staffed with equipment and construction experts. They'll help you get the right machine for the job and make sure it's delivered when and where you need it. With locations across New England and the newest and most reliable inventory, Milton Rents is your local source.
You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely.
Leading off the bottom of the
Game 39 of a 40-game regular season here on Cape Cod. And it's safe to say the Mariners are in playoff form as we head into the home half of the eighth. 8-9-1 due up for Harwich. It's Sam Harris leading things off. New man on the mound for Brewster, it's David James. Kicks and fires, first pitch outside. James, 6'4", 200-pound product from St. Bonaventure. Rising senior, making his first appearance on Cape Cod. 1-0. Swing and a miss. 92 with a fastball, blows past the Mariner first baseman. This past year with the Bonnies, made 13 appearances, 10 starts, a 7.92 ERA through 50 innings. Is the 1-1 golfed at and missed. 1-2 the count to Harris. Our producer, Dave Roberts, a St. Bonaventure guy. Dave, do you know anything about this? Also, his name's David. That's pretty cool. Dave says this guy's legit. 1-2 misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Our producer, Dave, says Dave James on the rubber has a great name. I wonder why you say that, Dave. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The breaking ball that came in and then dropped. Had Harris digging in the dirt.
Number 23, Michael.
First
Elko.
strikeout on the first batter face for James. A nice start to his Cape Cod Baseball League tenure. 1 gone in the bottom of the 8th. Here's Michael Elko from the left side. First pitch. This is inside. Gets away from Tinney. Ryan Damari might have took a little bit of that ball. But he walks it off. The umpires are just as tough as these players.
So, you know, this game can hold a lot of weight when you look at the playoff picture. If
Absolutely.
Orleans wins out, no matter what, they're the 1 seed. So you start looking at potential matchups, and if you fall in the 2 or 3 seed of the postseason, like a win tonight would guarantee for Harwich, it would guarantee the 2 seed at worst if you win tonight. You could very well be playing Brewster depending on how the YD game finishes up tonight, depending on how the game's tomorrow.
The 1-1. But you're right, that's why this performance by the Mariners is more than just a domination, because you're dominating Game 39. As I said, You got the last game of the regular season tomorrow against Chatham. You want to be on the rise going into the postseason. The 2-1, a chopper foul. First base side from Elko. And what a game, because you're having this domination without Aiden Robbins in the lineup. One of, if not the top hitter on the Cape.
No D. Kennedy.
And no D. Kennedy. The 2-2. Check swing. Said he went around. Strike 3. Elko pats his chest as he walks back to the Mariner dugout. 2 gone in the bottom of the 8th.
From Liberty,
as the order
22,
flips.
Tanner Marsh.
It's Tanner Marsh. But David James, back-to-back strikeouts. There's got to be something in the water at St. Bonaventure. As Tanner Marsh gets set. First pitch. This is low. Marsh reached for the first time in today's game, his last time at the plate. Drew a walk, stole second, and eventually scored. Now 10 straight games, 10 straight starts, I should say, in which Marsh has gotten aboard. That's why he's the number 1 hitter in the Mariners' order. And it's why he's going to be so crucial come the playoffs. Here's the 2-0. Zips low. 3 balls, no strikes to Marsh. But going in this order, you have Marsh batting first, Brini second, and Foltz batting third today, but that's usually right where Aiden Robbins sits. As the 3-0 comes home to Marsh, swung at and missed. First strike of the count. But Foltz today, batting third. He's got 2 walks, 2 runs, a single, and a double. I mean, he might as well be at the top of the order from here on out. Ball 4 to Marsh. He takes his spot on first.
I mean, I would have a hard time believing that
The
1
center fielder
and 2
from Wofford, number 4,
are going to change it
Nico
all the rest of the
Brini.
way. Marsh and Brini. I mean, these have been fourth quarter all-stars of this. I mean, Marsh was an all-star at the all-star break. But Brini has come on. He's getting base hits. He's hitting for power. I mean, ever since that Nico Brini home run
Against
in
Falmouth.
the dead heat heart of his slump, I mean, he could not buy a hit. And you can say that now because now he shows up every day and he's getting on 2-3 times a night, doing it every way possible.
First pitch to Brini misses low. But let's talk about the numbers for Brini. At one point in July, that was a few weeks ago, was batting a 1.37. But his last 2 weeks, he's been right around 300. But he's just that type of player. Anytime he goes through a little bit of struggles, he's going to pull himself out. The 1-0 popped up behind the dish, and Tinney comes over to record the 3rd out over by the fence. The Mariners are in the driver's seat. They might be the only ones in the car as of right now. 7-0, we head to the 9th. Cohen Fieser back on the mound for Harwich when we come back on Cape League TV.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
At Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement. Our focus is getting you back to doing the things you love, in the place you love.
The Center of Excellence and the quality of care that we can deliver makes all the difference to the patients. They understand that they can get the best care right here on Cape Cod.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we know there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. Now that's how we all win. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning. Here at the Mass State Lottery.
Welcome back to Harwich. It's been all Mariners tonight, 7-0 the score. Just a heads up as we head into inning number 9 that this broadcast is a copyrighted production of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Any unauthorized duplication, retransmission, or other use is strictly prohibited. Alongside Gino Antamarino, I'm Luke Brenneman. Gino, the Mariners, well, they jumped on the Whitecaps early, had a 4-0 lead after 2. But haven't really looked back since. The pitching has been outstanding. But overall, in the second to last game of the summer, you're heading into the postseason. You're probably going to see Brewster at some point if you make a playoff run, whether it's the first round or later on. This is a dominant effort tonight.
From start to finish, defense to offense. It's just starter to bullpen. They have been, in my opinion, the most complete of a game they've had this summer.
9-1-2 due up for Brewster. Cohen Feaser stays out there on the rubber. First pitch. Swing at a missed strike one. A wicked slider. Had Gerald out in front. Pierce Friedman, 6 2/3 to start this game. Scoreless baseball. Feaser came in with 2 outs in the 7th. And it's been Feaser ever since. Here's the 0-1. A hanger inside. 1-1.
The Whitecaps right now, they are loud. They are yelling out from their dugout.
Trying to get something going. Trailing by 7 in the 9th. Feaser kicks and deals the 1-1. Hard hit fly ball down the left field line. Way back. Is it fair? Foul ball.
Oh, my.
Third base umpire Jake Brichta gives the sign that everybody at White House Field was begging for.
Holy jumping.
That ball may still be in the air right now. Feaser looks to reset. 1 ball, 2 strike count to the 9-hole hitter for Brewster. Here's the 1-2. Too tall, 2-2. So similar to last night. The result, not the same, but in the 10th inning, Hyannis was barking from their dugout all over the Mariners, talking trash. Tonight, Brewster is doing a little bit of the same. Too bad they're down by 7. Here's the 2-2. Swinging a foul down the first base side. Gerald making this a good at-bat to start the 9th.
And judging by the Whitecaps, they are not going to roll over and just let the Mariners ride off into the sunset with this one. Cohen Feaser is going to have to earn this game right here. He's going up against Tinney, who has one of the most strength as a hitter on the Cape. Then the order turns over. You got Magpok and Wentz all ready to go.
2 ball, 2 strike count to Tinney. Here's the pitch. Downstairs, the count runs full. Feaser, the Mariner arm, trying to finish this one off. Transferring this summer from TCU, Texas Christian University in Fort Worth, Texas, up to Kansas State. Staying in the Big 12, so many Kansas State guys on the Mariners. Add another one to the tally. Payoff pitch. Swing and a high drive way back to left field. Coonan at the track. It's out of here. A Carson Tinney home run spoils a Mariner complete no-hitter from their staff. They were 3 outs away. If it wasn't fair the first time, well, there's no doubt about that one.
I mean, Carson Tinney doing Carson Tinney things.
Fielder from San Diego State, number 1,
I mean,
Adam Magpok.
There's a reason why he was in the home run derby this year. And it's because of that.
7-1 game. The lineup turns over for Magpok. This one's popped up towards left center. Coonan has a beat on it. Camps underneath and makes the catch head high for out number 1. So there it is. The thing that nobody could talk about.
The left fielder,
the no-hitter,
Forest, number 15,
has officially
Dalton
been
Wentz.
spoiled.
For those that wanted to know, the last combined no-hitter on the Cape was back on June 29th, 2022.
We were on the verge of history in Harwich. Here's Wentz. First pitch curveball lands, 0-1. The Mariners haven't had a combined no-hitter since 2019. Hey, there's plenty of summer left. This team's headed to the postseason, but not tonight. 0-1. A little bit low, 1-1.
But you can't let that take away from,
no doubt,
the game that the Mariners are playing and have played this entire evening.
And I will say, this act of Brewster, edge of the dugout, I understand you don't want to get no hit. 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1 ball and 2 strikes. A little bit tired, if you ask me. Down 7-1 on the verge of the postseason, playing for a very important seed. And I don't know if they're going to use that as momentum, but a 6-run deficit in the 9th inning, sure, a home run, something to cheer about. But I would say just about it. 1-2, got him looking on the inside with a fastball. Fieser bounces back with a flyout and then rings up Wentz on strike 3 called. 2 down in the 9th.
See, I love that. I love
The
that
first
from
baseman
Fieser because
from Florida, number 19,
obviously you wanted the
Brendan
no-hitter.
Lawson.
But how do you respond with a no-doubter from Tinney? A flyout and a strikeout. Good stuff.
Here's Brendan Lawson, another all-star on this Whitecap team. 2 outs, nobody on. Top of the 9th, first pitch swinging a foul down the left field line. Harwich 7, Brewster 1. A complete domination tonight. The final home game of the regular season at White House Field. Guaranteed at least now 1 game. A second you will get if you win tonight and can hold on up by 6. The 0-1 will be played here, depending on how the 3-game opening series of the first round of the postseason goes. So we'll be back. We'll have another TV broadcast for you watching at home. 1-1 the count to Lawson. Fieser winds and fires. Ground ball right side. Elk goes on it. Throw to first. In time, the Mariners dominate. In the home finale of the regular season at White House Field, a 7-1 victory over Brewster. Gino, your takeaways.
One of the best
And the final
games
score of the game tonight,
from the Mariners this summer.
7, the Brewster
And
Whitecaps
I
1.
think you have to give a
The
ton
Mariners'
of
final
credit
regular
to the
season
new
game
guys.
is tomorrow, August 3rd at Chatham.
There's no secret.
First pitch is 7
You lost
p.m.
Maddox Maloney.
With
You
their
lost
win
Trey
tonight, the
Broussard.
Harwich Mariners
You
have
lost
clinched
Shintaro
home field
Inouye.
advantage for the first round
And
of the
plenty
2025
of others.
Cape Cod Baseball League playoffs. And
But
will
the
return to
Mariners,
White House Field on
instead of
August
just
5th
saying,
against
you
an
know
opponent
what,
to be
we
laid-
lost
to be
some of
made
our
at a
top
later
guys,
date.
they
Thank
go
you
out and
for
they
joining
bring
us
in
for
some
tonight's
new,
game. Please
fresh
arrive home
blood,
safely, and we will see you back
and
for the
these guys
playoffs.
are ready to go. And you look at the schools. I mean, Pat Foltz, Wright State. We're not talking Big Ten, SEC, ACC, right? We're talking some of these smaller schools, and they are coming out and they have a chip on their shoulder. They want to prove themselves, Luke. And I think that these guys being thrown into the lineup at this part of the summer, playoffs, you can smell them. These guys are going to come in. I'm not saying they're going to blow the doors off, but I tell you what, they are going to inject some life and some energy into this Mariner team. And let's be honest, it's summer ball, yet a lot of these guys, all these guys, just finished a long season at school. You come here.
It's been a long summer.
A long summer. You need fresh faces. You need guys to remind you of how important it is to play at this level, to play here on the Cape. It's not an everyday thing. Not everybody gets invited to go do it. So for these players to almost be reminded of it and to go out there and say, you're right, I am one of the best ball players in the country, and I'm going to go out every night and prove it and not lose sight of that, this Mariner team, I'm excited, Luke. I'm excited.
Well, the Mariners with this win tonight will let you get out of here and go set up an interview with Pierce Friedman. We can't wait to hear from him. But tonight marks a home opening round playoff game in Harwich. That'll be on August 5th. The Mariners head to Chatham tomorrow for the regular season finale. With the Chatham A's, they're eliminated from postseason play. 6-run win against Brewster. We'll be right back with Gino. We'll have the A-plus starter in his Cape League debut. Stick around on Cape League TV.
Offering 0% for 60 months on CAT's new lineup of compact track loaders. That's 0% for machines that have been redesigned from the ground up. 0% for new features and big comfort.
Nice cab, heated seat, great machine.
0% for more power and performance.
Picked up a big 4,000-pound block like it was nothing.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's zero time left. There's a 0 chance that you'll want to miss our 0% for 72 months offer. For a limited time, CAT is offering 0% on the purchase of many new small excavators. That's 0% for better performance, 0% for next generation features.
Great machine. It's quite impressive.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's zero time left. One source has it all. The pros' go-to rental choice for the newest and most reliable equipment for any job. One source that has a team you can rely on, the people and a name you trust with the tools you need. One source with a location near you and wherever the work takes you. Milton Rents, the right equipment when and where you need it. Offering 0% for 60 months on CAT's new lineup of compact track loaders. That's 0% for machines that have been redesigned from the ground up. 0% for new features and big comfort.
Nice cab, heated seat, great machine.
0% for more power and performance.
Picked up a big 4,000-pound block like it was nothing.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's zero time left. There's a 0 chance that you'll want to miss our 0% for 72 months offer. For a limited time, CAT is offering 0% on the purchase of many new small excavators. That's 0% for better performance, 0% for next generation features.
Great machine. It's quite impressive.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's zero time left. One source has it all. The pros' go-to rental choice for the newest and most reliable equipment for any job. One source that has a team you can rely on, the people and a name you trust with the tools you need. One source with a location near you and wherever the work takes you. Milton Rents, the right equipment when and where you need it. Offering 0% for 60 months on CAT's new lineup of compact track loaders. That's 0% for machines that have been redesigned from the ground up. 0% for new features and big comfort.
Welcome back to the post-game coverage on Cape League TV. Tonight, the Mariners beat down the Brewster Whitecaps 7-1. Harwich had 8 hits to Brewster's just 1, and it was a big one. A home run to start the 9th inning from Carson Tinney snapped a staff no-hitter. But the start tonight from Pierce Friedman, his Cape Cod Baseball League debut, and Pierce went 6 innings and 2/3 of no-hit, no-run baseball. Gino Antamarino is down on the field with Pierce. Gino, take it away.
Thanks so much, Luke. Here with the starting pitcher, Pierce Friedman. 6 2/3. No hits, no run baseball. How does that sound?
Amazing. It's special to come down here and do that for a team that's trying to go back to back. It's fun.
You're a rising senior, last year of college ball coming up, but you're a Massachusetts guy. With all that in mind, what is it like to get the call to come play here on Cape Cod in Harwich?
One word is just special. You know, as a Massachusetts kid, you come down and you watch baseball, and it's like a dream. I came down here and I'm like, you know, I'm just going to live out a dream of mine. I don't really care how it goes. I'm just kind of happy for my little kid self. But coming out here and doing that is just cherries on top.
First appearance on the Cape, and it's a start. And you're going up against Brewster, a team that Harwich is tied for in the standings, second in the East. What's going through your head when Steve Englert's telling you that?
Just pound it. Nothing much you can do as a pitcher besides go out there and give it your best. As long as you go out there and do that, make yourself happy when you go to bed. You just did it. And I'm happy I can say I can go to bed happy tonight.
Home field advantage for the first round of the playoffs. How does that sound?
Amazing. Let's go do it again.
Well, there you got it. Pierce Freeman, after a no-hit, no-run game through 6 2/3, the caddy chain on. Pierce, we look forward to seeing you this postseason. But in the meantime, we send it back up to Luke Brenneman.
Unbelievable job, Gino, as always. Pierce Friedman. Fantastic, special, marvelous, whatever you want to call it, domination on the rubber tonight. 6 2/3, walked 2, struck out 6, no hit, no run baseball. That'll be a night that a Massachusetts kid and his family most likely talk about forever when you look back to his baseball career. The rising senior at Maine came to Harwich, and he did more than one Steve Englert per se could have ever imagined in the 39th edition of Mariner baseball. For now, the Mariners get another win. That's now 2 in a row. Harwich improves to 21-15-3 on the summer. They lock in the number 2 seed in the East Division for the Cape League playoffs, but they're playing for number 1 tomorrow, a chance at it in the East. We go to Chatham. We'll be live on the radio at 6:50. Join us on the Mariners Radio Network. For my partner, Gino Antamarino, our producer, Dave Roberts, our cameraman, Matt McCarthy, working the third base side, Max Stewart, our high home camera. I'm Luke Brenneman saying so long and good night from Harwich.